Welcome, my brothers and sisters, back to my channel, Readings by Circe, with yours truly, Becky. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Thank you so very much for allowing me your precious asset, your time. Today we are doing what is, I consider it's a Zodiac spread, but really what it is just what's going to happen for the next year, or when the Zodiac signs do turn over, right? So just kind of what's going on. There will be certain topics per each month, and we'll get into that as we go. I do have your guys' stones picked out here for you to choose from. We've got a lot going on. These are going to be very in-depth today. Always, if you guys feel like you need to come back and rewatch it just to remember some information or whatever, you're more than welcome to. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel down below, and set that notification bell so that way you guys are always alerted when I release my new videos, which always come out every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That does not deviate. So it will always be there for you guys, okay? Also, happy 4th of July for those of you that are coming on this week as it's posted. It is the 4th. I'm super excited. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday and are enjoying family time. So for pile number 1, I have this this stone. It's a marble with a whale. I cannot remember what it's called right now, but they wanted this one. It's like blue, I think it's blue quartz, but I'm not sure. I will check it back out. It is a volcanic piece. This particular stone comes from the volcano. So if you guys know what that is, definitely let me know in the comments. I just can't remember what it is right now. It's a truth stone, though. It helps you to speak the truth, to say what's right, to say what's good for you, to speak your own individual truth. For pile number 2, I have this beautiful citrine, yellow citrine. It's all about connecting with your personal power, your willpower, doing what's good for you. I mean, all of them are always about doing what's good for you. This is also with your solar plexus. And then this last one, I have a piece of raw aquamarine. You guys could be Pisces, born in March. You don't have to be, but if you are, if that resonates with you. But this is an aquamarine stone here. Connecting with your psychic powers and your voice. So let me get those set off. And I will see you guys on your perspective piles. I'm excited to see what's going to come out. And whatever you guys choose, I'll be there with you. Welcome, pile number 1. So for those of you that chose... Wow, I can't put my hand in there. That chose this one. I'm having one of those days today. There we go. This is the pile for you. Feel like you're feeling a little goofy right now, which is good. It's a good energy to come in on. Maybe also feeling a little bit discombobulated is an energy that's coming through for me. So that's all right, guys. Don't worry about it. I've got your cards already picked out. I've got oracle cards set out. We've got clarification deck over here if we need it. Yeah, so I'm excited. Let's get into it, guys. Let me see. How's this go? Let me get your cards set out here. Now, overall, you guys have a lot of fear about taking action towards your dreams, towards your money, maybe just towards a commitment, like leaving a commitment that you know you need to, but it's scary to leave because it's comfortable. This is just a general energy that's coming in right off the bat. Interesting. Let's see what your overall energy is. Yeah, a need to go within. We've got the Hermit on the bottom of the deck as your overall energy. This is about researching family values. Okay, so that's the overall energy of your guys' spread. It's like going in and researching your family values, why things maybe haven't come out for you guys. Like maybe you're trying to manifest love or finances, or you guys are trying to find, do your own business, whatever it is. It has to do with you guys building something that is getting conflicting patterns with your old belief system that comes from your family. Which is okay. This is a gigantic spread, guys. I just have to make sure I have enough room. So, but yeah, it's all about going within and learning what actually really makes you feel happy and stable in your home, in your own home, and figuring out what that means to you, and being okay with setting boundaries against those that just aren't okay with that. Sometimes you guys have family members or lovers or whatever, kids even, it could be kids that just disrespect your boundaries, and so it feels like you just have to constantly put yourself on the back burner because they really make it apparent that they don't care how you feel, but that they expect you guys to be there for them through thick and thin, and that's not fair. Okay, that is not fair at all. And it is hard, guys. I understand it is hard because especially when you care about someone so much, it's like, how do you not care about me like I care about you? And that is hard, right? That's really difficult. So let's start out here, guys. Right now, your personality is being actually, you're in a place of being concerned and worried and anxious, and you're dealing with a lot of karmic cycles right now. I feel like you guys are cleansing and clearing out energies, but you're definitely dealing with some karmic cycles, and you're not ready to take an active leap, right? Yeah. You want to manifest something beautiful, like you want to bring something good into your life, but there's still this energy of feeling like fear. We've got more wands coming out, guys. It's all about action-oriented energy. You're stuck in your head. You're also not willing to take action towards what it is that you want because there's just too many outside factors right now going on. And this is actually affecting your personality. You're not letting yourself shine through because you're worried about how you're going to appear to the people around you. It's like you've been a certain way for so long, and now you feel yourself outgrowing that if I let myself shine, how are people going to receive me? And that's not for you to determine. It's for you to enjoy who you are and be who you are in this now moment. That's what's so important here. And you guys have everything that you need. Okay, you have everything that you need. You don't have to worry, but there's this uncertainty of starting something new so that you can clear out this cycle of karmic debris, right? And it's frustrating, and there's a lot of anger coming through, and I feel like there's a need to be more flexible in your life with yourself, right? Like you're flexible with everybody, but when it comes to you, you're just so rigid. It's like, no, I can't care about myself. I can't take care of myself because Steve comes first, or because Betsy come first, or because mom and dad come first, or because my kids always come first. But if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of someone else, and people like, that's not true. Yes, it is true, because you can only give to them what it is that you're giving to yourself, and you might not see it that way. You might be like, I'm giving them everything, right? You're giving them everything of the little bit that you have. Your tank is running on empty. You're almost on the red line, and you're giving them all that you have until you're completely empty. Burnout. I gotta go lay down. I can't even do that because I still got other stuff I gotta take care of, right? And I think the sad thing here is that it feels like you guys have this amazing personality. You guys are caring, you're loving, you're giving, and you have so much to offer, but you can't even offer it because you're too burnt out and you're too stressed out. And there's just, it's almost like you guys are standing in the middle and it's everybody coming at you from every side. And even if it's only one person, it's like, it feels like they gutted the whole world against you, right? And that's not fair. That's not fair to you. It's not fair to your journey. It's not fair to where you're at. And with this energy coming through here again, taking action to materialize what it is that you want in your life. So what do you want from your life? How is your perfect life? What is that to you? And what does that look like? And how can you take one step today to materialize that? I'm not saying that it'll materialize tomorrow. What I'm saying is, how can you take one step to take care of yourself today so that you can start walking towards that journey? You know, they say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. 1,000 miles is a lot of miles. So yeah, maybe you do have a lot to go through. Maybe you do have a lot to get there. But you don't have to get stuck in thinking that the people outside of you control every aspect of you. And sometimes that's hard. You just have to come back into self, which is what the Hermit is saying. It's like coming back into introspective energy. And it's like, how do I find my own inner peace so that I can make the decisions that best serve me in this now moment? Right? So let's look at your financial energy, which is Taurian energy. This is your Aryan energy. And it's good that you have fire in your fire energy, which is good. It's just not active energy right now. It's more like passive energy. And you can change that. So your finances right now, there's something about to change for you. I feel like you were stuck for a long time. You didn't want to make any moves forward. You didn't want to do anything. You were very like, I'm doing things this way, and that's the way that I'm doing them. So like if you guys have your own business, or maybe you guys work a regular 9 to 5, whatever it is that you guys are doing, it's like you always wanted to be successful, but for so long you were really afraid to change. May I please get a clarifying card here? Thank you. And interesting. Okay. Because you've dealt with too many people in the past, we have more wand energy coming out, guys. You have so many wands on the table. It is crazy. You guys have been dealing with people who almost want to sabotage your efforts, or are making it apparent that they do not want you to succeed. And that in turn has opened up for you to self-sabotage, because whatever it is, you guys do value others' opinions. And it's, you could say you don't, but unfortunately when people make it known to you that they don't want you to succeed, you kind of get teetery, and it's like, what do I do? What do I say? Where do I go? Like, what if I'm not doing the right thing? And that is another karmic cycle. We have the 8 of Wands starting your reading. We have the 5 of Wands and the 3 of the Wands coming out together here. Again, 8 of Wands. It's like 8, 8, and I feel like you guys see 8 a lot. Yeah, with the 10 of Coins on the bottom. Absolutely. I love that the 10 of Coins came out saying this. It absolutely has to do with your financial abundance in excess. You guys deserve excess abundance here, but you're not able to move forward to it just yet because you guys are on this precipice of learning who's for you and who isn't. And I think what you're going to learn here, the lesson is that you have to be for yourself. And that is it. And so I feel like your finances have not changed for a long time because you guys have dealt with some shady people. And if you haven't been dealing with shady people, you've been dealing with a shady situation. You've been dealing with something that just is not really serving you at its finest. And it's learning how to let go, right? You're learning how to let go of that. And so with that, this clarifying card it came out in the horizontal, right? So you do have help coming, and you're on the path to a positive outcome. And the thing is that you had to deal with who's really for me and who's against me. And I feel like there's something, I keep wanting to say someone, to be honest with you, but that might not be for everybody. Some of you guys, it could just be like your job is just set up in such a way that there's no way to advance, right? And that is a tricky situation. It's a shisty situation, right? It's just not very good. And so, but for the majority of, I feel like you're dealing with someone who goes out of their way to make sure that you feel like crap, that make sure you don't feel good. Hold on just a second, guys. My apologies. Someone was riding by on the bike and wanted the dog to bark. But I feel like they go out of their way to make you feel bad. And then because you don't feel good and you don't feel supported, you can't really take those steps towards what's good for you, right? And so Source coming in saying that you do deserve an excess of abundance here. You guys do deserve financial stability, financial freedom, financial wealth, right? And that could be so different for everybody, right? But there's an imbalance in the situation because there's somebody that's trying to be controlling and impulsive with your time, your money, your efforts. Like, it's almost like you guys have to take time to do things for yourself, but the minute that you say, oh, hey, I have to go over here and do this, they're like, oh, but I need your space, I need your time. And you're realizing that this person is really going out of their way to make you pay attention to them. They're like begging for your attention. And for a while, I think you thought it was the other way around. I think you thought you were being maybe a burden, or that you guys were causing a lot of stress in this person's life. And no, the reason that this person gets stressed out is because when you stop giving them the attention that they're asking for, it stresses them out and it makes them feel not validated. And because you're not the one that's validating them, they don't know how to validate themselves. And I feel like you guys are very empathic in this energy, and you are absorbing this, and you're thinking, I'm not valid either, like I'm not enough, I'm not this. And it's because you guys are sucking up this person's energy, because empaths are sponges. And so when you're around, you make this person feel better. And so when you put up a boundary and you say enough is enough, this person no longer has a dumping post to put their icky energy on. And that's good for you, because the more that you say no, the more that there's going to be a huge change that comes for you guys, right? I feel like this is just around the corner. You guys have done so much, and this is coming. It's just around the corner. Just around the river bend. I don't know why, but that song's coming out right now. So, yeah. All right, so let's see what your Gemini energy is. Is your communication right now? This makes perfect sense. There's a lot going on around you, and you're having a hard time paying attention to the red flags. I feel like that is changing, though. I feel like that's coming to an end. But right now, your communication has been like you're communicating things that, you know, maybe are old patterns, or maybe are things that, like, so if it's this person, maybe you always say good things about this person rather than just being silent. Like, you don't have to say anything about this person, because I think that, honestly, I'm getting this energy, like I said, they're very tricky and very duplicitous. This person talks about you behind your back, and they do it with malintention. Yeah. Because you guys have something unique to offer. That's the problem. This person is jealous of you, and right now you include this person in on your communication. You kind of you make space for them. You know, you're a loving person, and I feel that. I feel how kind-hearted you guys are. It's not a bad thing, and I don't want you to ever think that that's a bad thing. You guys are in a process, though, of learning how unique you truly are, and not just away from this person. I think that there's some energy coming in where you guys may be getting involved in another group of individuals here, or maybe people are going to start noticing you on another scale, you know, whether that's a platform that you have, or just in your community, or, you know, maybe in your school or at your work. Like, something's going to happen where the energy shifts, and they're going to take their energy away from this person. Because the problem is that this person's telling lies after lie after lie. And for you, it's affecting you because you're like trying to build this person up. You're trying to be a kind, loving individual and saying, like, you know, hey, they're in my life. I care that they're in my life. I want them in my life. But it's like the more that you build them up, the more that they try to tear you down. And what's happening is people are starting to see, because Either you guys are coming out more and you're just being yourselves, and that's the thing, when you be yourself and you're authentic, you don't have to remember what lies you told anybody because you're just trying to be an honest person. But this person's telling a lot of lies, and that's a red flag for you, and you're going to start seeing that it's because of your unique personality and your ability to draw attention without having to try hard. This person's jealous of you. I feel like this person could be very close to you. This could be a family member. It does not have to be. This could be a really close friend, somebody that's been in your life for a long time. And I feel like you guys have recently gotten out of this energy of needing their approval. You want their approval, but it's like before you were doing things based on getting their approval, like I need it. And that's why I feel like things are starting to really change for you guys. I didn't even know that this was on the bottom of the deck. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, family. I didn't even know. I was holding it like this the whole time looking at you. I was talking to you guys because we had the Seven of Coins come out here. My Eight of Cups, when it's in the reverse, it literally talks about raunchy ass family. And excuse me for cursing here, but it really does. It talks about bad family. It talks about family who, and not everybody's bad, but sometimes not everybody is going to lean into their inherent good side, right? People do get driven by emotions, and they get driven by jealousy and greed and upset. And that's what I was saying, like this person very close to you, this energy of family, this energy of somebody who is very, very important to you. Like I said, at one point you really wanted their approval. Why? Because you love them. Because you love them. And so I feel like it was either this Gemini season, right? Because we're just changed over into Cancer season. But I feel like something happened, and this could be this year that this has all happened, and this could also be next year. So if it comes next year, don't worry. That's okay. It will come when it comes, okay? But I feel like that's what happened here, is that you guys had something that was like sudden, and it made itself so apparent to you. You're like, no, this person really doesn't have their best interests in mind for me. And so you guys are starting to withdraw, and you're starting to lean more into this unique place of yourself, okay? So this could all happen at once too. Like, I know it's a zodiac spread, it's the year, right? But understanding that everybody is in a different place on their journey. And I just want to make this known really quick. You could go through all of this in a matter of months, and you could take the whole year. It could even take a little bit longer than a year, and that's not to discourage anybody. That's just being simply honest. Not everybody ascends at the same rate, right? And we all learn our lessons completely differently. So, but when it comes to your communication style, you're learning to be more grounded and paying attention to what you like. And you're actually, I feel like you're using these red flags as fuel. It's like, oh, this person does this, well, I'm just going to go over here now and focus on me. And that's what's making this person really mad, but that's also what's bringing change into your life. Okay, we've got home. Yeah, so we have this energy around your home that is stressed out, okay? Feeling like you're enclosed in a situation that you cannot escape from. And it's like from all angles, this energy coming from all angles, being upset, being angry, feeling a lot of negativity closing in on you. And I feel like there's also this energy of like, I want to say jealousy, but it's not you. It's like you're feeling the jealousy outside of you. But it's almost like it's so, whoever this is not ever something that you thought that you would deal with them. It's just not. And it's kind of baffling you. I think to this energy, it's like, are you serious? Like, you're supposed to be the one that's supporting me. Like, you're supposed to be there for me. Like, you're supposed to want to see me do good. Like, you're supposed to want to see me succeed. And instead, it's like they're just mad because they feel like you're taking the spotlight, or because they feel like you're the one that's getting all the attention, or because they feel like you're the one that has all the luck. And you're like, dude, you don't even see me how hard I work, but you're feeling it. Like, you're feeling that, and that's your home energy. And we already had that shown on the bottom of the deck at the last card, that you're already dealing with family situations, right? This has been a huge thing with the collective here lately. I feel like this year is all about healing home and making sure that there's balance in your home life and what home means to you. And what it is that you grew up in is not what home meant. And that's what you're learning right now. And you're realizing that you're different than everybody in your family. You're not, you don't see things the way that they do. You don't do things the way that they do. You speak differently than they do. And they made sure that you realized that at an early age, that you were a black sheep. And you're realizing now that you're happy being that, because you're like, no, I'm glad I see things differently than you, because the way you guys live is in a cage, but you still care about your family so much that when you're around them, or if you have to be around them all the time, it makes you feel like you're still in a cage with them. With the Ace of Swords coming out, yeah, the clarity here. You guys are getting clarity on this situation. Not only is what I'm speaking the truth, right? Because when the Ace of Swords comes out, it is the truth. That's what's coming through. It's like Source is saying, yes, that's exactly what I wanted you to say. That's exactly the energy that's coming through. But on top of that, they're saying that what is going to happen in your home life is you're going to find a sense of inner stability and what you want moving forward. It's no longer going to be about how you grew up and those patterns that you had growing up. It's like, this is what I want now, and I'm going to do everything in my power to do what I want and raise my family the way I want and open my home the way I want. What's on the bottom of the deck here, guys? Yeah, but it all comes down to you guys working on yourselves. Self-work, self-development, it's all about yourself, right? And letting go of the demons of your past that have been such a responsibility for you. I feel like you guys have taken responsibility of your family in a way that wasn't yours to take responsibility for them. I feel like you guys were the ones that, oh my gosh, like your family was so emotionally unavailable that you guys were the only ones that were available emotionally. And so it's like you took on the burden to be the mom and the dad, and it put you in this really weird dynamic, and you're having to learn how to heal that. And it starts with you guys really leaning into that energy of saying, you know what? I do matter, and I have a beautiful thing to offer to the world, whatever that is. Just who I am is my beautiful gift to the world. The ability to be me is the gift that I get to offer to the world, and I accept me as I am. And that's something that's so powerful here that, yeah, you're probably going to rub whoever this is or the situation wrong, but that's not for you to determine, and that's not for you to even really care about. And I don't mean to sound, heartless, but it's just really not for you to care about. So coming up for Leo season, we have leisure. Yeah, we have the sun in the reverse here. A lot of feelings like secrets, and I think that you're realizing somebody's holding a secret from you, and it's going to come through in Leo season. You're going to realize that somebody is keeping something powerful from you, and you know, something that's rightfully yours. They're holding that to themselves. But what's going to end up happening is that you're not going to make a big deal about it anymore. And I love that Leo energy came out in Leo season. I love that happened. And it's like you're going to basically let them dig their own hole. Like I said, it's like I think things are starting to change. The energy is shifting as we go. But it's this shift of like coming away from everybody looking at you like you're doing things bad, everybody looking at you like you're the wannabe, everybody looking at you like you're doing something wrong. Because again, I feel like this is energy from people outside who have just heard a one side of the story, and you're making yourself shown again, like you're showing yourself, you're coming out of this hermit energy of realizing like I don't have to hide away anymore, because being scared of who you are is not going to get you where you need to go. Like you have to truly be accepting of yourself. And the more that you're accepting of yourself, the more that this person is going to start to realize like, holy moly, like I really set it up deep. Like I think they really thought that you were never going to show yourself again. And that's something that's not true. Yeah, They like talking about you behind your back. Oh my gosh, this person. I don't like this energy, guys. I'm sorry. This is you're gonna realize this though. I think you're gonna hear a story. Like, this is what's gonna happen. I feel like you guys are gonna hear a story that this person said, or somebody's gonna come up to you and be like, hey, pile one, like, so and so told me that you do this and this and this, and I've got some advice for you. I just don't think that that's right. And you're gonna be like, what? Like, I don't do any of that. And they're gonna be like, well, no, they talk about it all the time, how you don't have this or you don't have that, and let me help get you to where you're going. And you're going to be like, let me tell you what I do. And then you're going to start being yourself and shining. And that's the thing. And this person is going to, like, they're going to get called out on their energy. And it's going to make them mad. And they're probably going to try and take it out on you. But I feel like you're used to that. Like, I feel like this person punishes you. This is such a this is such a gnarly energy. I feel like this person punishes you anytime you do something that they don't think you should do. Like, if you have a good time, they feel like they missed out. They punish you. I feel like, like you guys did something, you had success, and you want to tell them about it. So you tell them about it, they punish you. Like, that's the energy that I have here. They're very manipulative. This person is very manipulative verbally. They're very manipulative, and they use their words and their silence to manipulate you into doing what it is that you want. And what they're not realizing is that you're about to glow up into this individual who's very confident with the way that they present themselves, and who is willing to see all sides of the story. But also, you're not going to be somebody who shies away from standing up for yourself. And so your luxury or your leisure is actually going to be standing firm in who you are. And that's going to be something that gives you peace. It's going to be something that makes you feel good and confident and luxurious, right? But that's the truth. It's like you guys are going to really feel this energy shift, and it's no longer going to be about you sitting on the sidelines. That's what it was before. You were sitting on the sidelines because I feel like you guys are trying to figure out who you are. Again, it's like this fear, this overall fear of taking action for yourself, and it's shifting. Okay, it's shifting now. And so as it shifts, you're learning, oh, this person is not who I thought they were. They're not doing anything that I thought they were doing. Like, they use me as a scapegoat. They use me as a catalyst. They use me as such and such. And you're going to step out and you're going to just be yourself. Like, you're not ever going to try to prove this person wrong. Like, you're not going to go out and be like, hey, Bob said all this shit about me and it's not true. You're just going to be like, let me just be myself. And in you being yourself, again, this person's going to go back and be like, oh, what lies did I tell? Like, I don't even know. Let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah. Ooh, boss energy, baby. So that's the thing. You guys are going to learn how to take action towards being your own boss. And if it's not your own boss, like, you guys are going to get the promotion that you were asking for. You're going to get it. But things are going to start clearing up. And it's all because you guys persevered as things got hard. This is not an easy situation, what you've dealt with, what you've gone through. None of this is simple. None of this is easy. None of this is fun. But you guys persevered and you stayed true to who you were, and you met yourself. Okay, like, that's the thing. You met you. And in meeting yourself, you realize that I don't have to put up with this anymore. I don't have to go through this anymore. I don't have to be here anymore. And so you refocus your energy and you take action. Although you don't feel confident in your action moving forward, you know that you have to. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, you get this promotion, or your business blows up, or you cut that deal, or whatever it is. You get it and you realize it's because I stayed true and I just kept going regardless of how so-and-so felt about me, or regardless of the situation at hand. Because again, this could be a coworker that's doing this. Even though we got family, this could be a coworker, because sometimes you know your coworkers way better than you know your family, y'all. Just saying. Okay? So Virgo, we've got career. Yeah, for a long time you guys feared speaking your truth. My apologies, I need a drink of water. You guys feared speaking your truth, and this energy of people who, I feel like maybe you had a problem with authority in the way of, like, when people question you, you immediately went to, oh my gosh, I'm being attacked, and your emotional ego would take over and feel like you needed to defend yourself, or you would just get silent and just take it. And it was because you guys were afraid of protecting yourselves. Confrontation. You didn't want confrontation. You didn't want confrontation in your career. You didn't want any of that. And now you're realizing that to be a boss, you do have to confront life. And that's something that has been really hard for you this whole time. I feel like there's been a lot of anger behind your career endeavors. It's like you want to do what you're doing, but at the same time, it's just like because you haven't gotten the support that you thought you were going to, or that you expected, or that you think you should, right? It's like, oh, you know, so-and-so, my family should be there supporting me, and they weren't. They're making fun of you, or they're making you feel bad about it. Whatever the case is, again, we had that coming out. I feel like what has happened, though, in the past is that you guys have always shied away from confronting that. Like when someone's like, oh, you know what, maybe you're a Reiki healer. This is just an example, guys, but maybe you're a Reiki healer, and that's so different because your family comes from lawyers, and they're all lawyers, and they're like, oh, you're such a hooey balooey, you don't know anything, like you're just getting into that hoodoo crap, like what do you think you are, who do you think you are, and you never said anything before, like you wouldn't, they would say everything to you and have a problem with that, and so that created this energy behind your emotional ego, like I gotta protect myself from authoritative people, right? Why did I use lawyers? Because people think lawyers have authority because they know things. At the end of the day, though, everybody's the same, we're all here together. But it would make you get this defensive energy, and so anytime anything happened with your business, you would kind of go back into that shell, and like, oh my gosh, or like with your job, you would go back into that shell, like, oh my gosh, like, hold on, I can't, you know, I just can't deal with this. And so when it comes to your career, I feel like things are changing. Let's get a clarifying card here. But you've been also very protective of what it is that you're doing. So there's something that shifted along the way where you're so protective over what you're doing, you're not speaking about it, and I feel like that's about to change. Yeah, and the reason why it's about to change is because you're suddenly going to step into a successful moment. So whether that's recognition, a raise, a promotion, whatever, an award, it could just be as simple as an award that you've been trying to get. But it's like something is going to change. And like I said, this energy, it's just around the riverbed, guys. It's like right here. It's coming. It's like about to happen. And you're not going to have to defend yourself anymore. You're not going to have to curl up in a little ball. All you can say is like, look, this is how I make my living. And beyond that, it's not your business. And that's the energy that I feel like you guys are going to be like, look, hold up, I got this boundary here. What I've chosen to do is what I have chosen to do. And if you don't like it and you have a problem with it, that's just fine, because you have your life to live. And you're not going to live vicariously through mine. I choose my way. That's a great thing about being human, is we all have free will. Yeah. Ooh, that's the problem, because this person wanted you to see things their way. They wanted to try and manipulate you and control you into seeing things their way, into seeing things the way that they see the world, and you didn't. Instead, you focused on why you were doing things the way that you were. And like I said, if it's this energy that we had on the bottom of the deck that you're in right now, it's observing your past, it's introspection in your past. And the more that you do that, the more you step up into not just boss energy, but leadership energy to take care of all that you need to. And that's a stability thing for you, being a leadership, and people are going to start seeing what you have to offer, and that in turn is going to create a situation for whoever this is in your life, right? And again, we're talking about months and the season, so each time the season comes, it's like you're going to realize something else that you've overcome. And I feel like that whole season you're going to be working on it, you're going to be changing, you're going to be altering yourself, and you're not even going to realize it until the next season comes, and you're going to be like, you know what, I really did change myself, I really did overcome this. And so suddenly in Virgo season here, what we have with your career, I love that the Five of Coins came out here, and my Five of Coins talks about sudden success. It's like something it's like you go from the 4 to the 5. You have this stable element with the 4 where you're building, and then something changes suddenly. And you introduce the center coin here, and now it becomes unstable, but it's still stable. It's just a new element, and it's isolated. And that new element changes the game. It changes the game, thus turning your ability to go into the 6 of coins. And as you go into the 6 of coins, you guys start to have equal give and take. So it's no longer you're fighting for it. It's like things are starting to come easily here. And that's the energy that you guys are getting into. We have the 6 of coins over here, I believe. Yeah, right here. We have the 6 of coins coming in. So, but this person wanted you to see things from the way that they see the world. And that's not fair, because there are as many perspectives and beliefs alive as there are people alive. So that's just an unfair situation. So, well, they're going to get the shock of their lives. And I'm not saying this so that you could be like, ha ha, rub it in their face. I'm saying this because I feel like for so long you just wanted a situation to get free and clear of whatever it is that you've been dealing with. And it's coming. Okay, so relationships. I feel like when in Libra season, you guys are going to have somebody return from the past that just wants a physical relationship, and that's something to be very aware of. Okay, like this is something it's somebody that's very immature. It's somebody who doesn't want to grow. It's somebody who doesn't want to take the next step. They literally just see you succeeding, and because they see you succeeding, they're like, oh, I want pile 1 on my trophy list on my wall, because they're successful, and that would just be something that everybody would be jealous of. They want this one. Yeah, and this is going to be where you find your strength at, where you guys realize that, holy moly, like I've really invited a lot of insecure people into my life. I've really invited a lot of people who just want one thing that I have to offer, and they don't care about me. They just care about what I have to offer them. So as you guys realize this, you're going to be like, I feel very strongly that the vast majority of you guys are going to say no to whoever this person is. Not all of you guys are going to, because, you know, it's going to be a lesson for some of you guys. And the lesson's going to be is that some people just want you physically. They don't want anything else. They don't want to get to know you. They don't want to see who you are. They don't want to know what you're about. They don't want to know what makes you tick. They don't want to wake up next to you every day. They just want to sleep with you. And I feel like there's going to be this lesson that comes through where you guys are going to see somebody and you're going to realize that all they want is a physical relationship, and you're not down with the clown. And for other of you guys, you're going to have that physical relationship thinking it's going to lead somewhere else. And then suddenly you're going to be like, whoa, holy moly, like that's not at all what this was. Okay, I know what I want now. But either way, whatever happens, not to beat yourself up when it comes to your relationships, because you guys are going to understand who you are from this situation, whichever way it goes. Yeah, and you guys, like, you guys are going to be so powerful. Like, the power that's coming from this is insane. You guys are going to learn what it is that you want, not only sexually, but physically. And you guys are going to be so strong and firm in the boundaries that you set. So for some of you guys, that could just be choosing to be celibate. Or if some of you guys are already celibate and you guys are going to be like, no, like I'm not giving up myself because that's what you want. That's not what I want. And for those of you that are willing to give yourselves up, you're going to be like, wow, like this didn't get me where I wanted to go. Or you guys are going to get the spiritual sickness, because that's a thing. Don't freak out about it. Some of us just have to learn about it on the journey. What it is that you're sleeping with the wrong person, right? The person that's not for you. And when you sleep with the wrong person, what happens is you spiritually get sick and your body starts to purge, and you either get nauseous and you throw up, or you get really the bubble guts, okay? Either way, you'll get sick for like a week and you'll be like, what the heck is this? You can go to the doctor and the doctor's going to say, oh, you got the flu or something like that. But really when the tests come back, they're not going to have anything. They're going to be like, oh, maybe you got food poisoning, and they're going to knock it up to some kind of weird random thing. But really, it's because of spiritual sickness. You guys get sick because it's like your spirit is telling you, no, this is not the person for you. And I don't want to scare you guys, for those of you that have this happen. It is a lesson that we have to go through on this journey, this journey of becoming a better version of ourselves. Some of us have to realize that. Or maybe you guys have already been there where you've been with somebody and you slept with them and then later you got sick and you're like, why do I always get sick after I sleep with this person? Like, you just kind of notice the pattern, and so you stop sleeping with that person. And so it kind of made you on alert for that later on, and then you're just like, okay, now I know that's a thing. Trust me, I had to learn my lesson the hard way, guys. It was weird. But yeah, this is going to be a beautiful time for you guys regardless. So Libra season is bringing in a lot of strength, a lot of clarity, and you guys are going to tame the inner beast within, which is the lust and the want of having somebody. I guess I should say the need. It's not the want, because we all want somebody in life. We all want a partner, and it's okay to want that. But that incessant need of, like, I have to have a boyfriend, I have to have a girlfriend, I have to have a significant other, right? You're going to actually learn a valuable part of why that was something that you were dealing with, and that's going to bring you into this beautiful place of understanding the truth of who you are and embracing yourself in a new way and accepting who you are, which I feel like is something that you beat yourself up in the past for. You're no longer going to do that. You're going to be like, hey, I'm human too. I'm not Superman, I'm not Superwoman, I'm not super person, right? Like, I'm a human, and I have human situations that happen to me, and I respond in a human way, and I react in a human way. Okay, so let's see, we've got Scorpio. What is hidden? Your own inner feminine beauty. It's like, this is feminine power, guys. That's what's hidden from you right now. And that's what's going to be hidden from you in the Scorpio season, is just your ability to lead through receptivity. It's like you guys are going to learn something so powerful about yourself. I feel like you're just going to, like, ride that power. And so when Scorpio season comes, it's like it's going to you're just going to kind of like skirt over that, not realize that you guys are glowing up into this beautiful leader and power. And some of you guys could become mothers. Yeah. Some of you guys could become mothers. Some of you guys could become, connected with somebody that you didn't really want to become connected with. Guys, you could get, somebody pregnant. So I just say this, practice safely, guys. That's all. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. No. You got to do what's best for you. But there's going to be a lot of feedback for you in Scorpio season, and it's going to be a lot of people saying some really bad things about you. So I feel like if you guys do have this person, whether you sleep with them or not, like, people are going to judge you for whatever you choose to do with this person. So just be careful. This person make it a loud thing, like whatever you guys did with each other, like they may make it a known thing. And so they're just saying to be careful, because this person's jealous of you too. Again, they just wanted you as a trophy, and when you said no, it made them feel inadequate and not enough, and it had nothing to do with that. It just wasn't right for you, and they didn't respect that. And so as they don't respect that, they're going to start saying some things about you. It will be served, though. Like, they're going to get theirs, but it may feel like you're getting yours at first, and it's because you're actually closing a karmic cycle here, and not to let that affect you. And so I feel like because you're going to be fighting this, and you've just come up into this energy of being able to speak your truth and to be forward about yourself and your business and who you are and where you're going in life, whatever it is, you guys are going to be so caught up in the mess of this that you're not going to see that you guys are actually glowing and that people believe you. It's just that they see you guys fighting this person who just doesn't stand a chance. They just don't stand a chance. They're imbalanced, yeah, and they're mad because you guys have money. What did I say? They wanted to come towards you guys because you're going to have money. You're going to be successful. You guys are going to be abundant, and that's the only reason why they want you, is because you guys are abundant. They're like, oh, hey, I could get pile one. Yeah, I'll be set for life. But they don't have anything to give you. They just want it because they're greedy, and they see that you're happy, and they see that you're balanced, and that you've spiritually grown, and you're taking care of yourself. And so their idea is, oh, well, pile one, we've talked in the past, I bet I can get them now. So just be careful of that, guys. Like, and Scorpio's about dealing with that deep energy that nobody wants to deal with, that dirty, dark secrets that are down deep. And I feel like this is going to be a time for you to realize your truth and You're going to be dealing with a lot of dirty things, and people being really weird and raunchy. And that's going to be the best time for you to just stand in your own inner power and to not let it bring you down. Focus on yourself. Okay, so that's my advice for you guys, that I feel like Source wants me to tell you guys, is that in this time, no matter how bad things get, understand that these people have done the exact same thing. They have gone and slept with somebody, they've gone and gotten pregnant by somebody, and they didn't want to, but they did, and it turned into a huge mess. And it's like they're doing the same thing to you that was done to them. Okay, like that's the thing here. And so they're just saying, like, come at this from a higher perspective and saying, like, I understand this person's going through a bad time. It's not a reflection on me. They're trying to make it about me. They're trying to make it personal, when in reality it's truly about them. And that is a lot easier said than done. So give yourself a break and forgive yourself and be compassionate with yourself in that time. I got the hiccups. Okay, so culture. I think it's interesting because we've got romantic frustration coming through as your culture. So during Sagittarius season, like, you guys are really going to understand why you don't want a relationship like you had in the past. Again, you're healing family wounds, like, for this huge part of the year, the front part of the year, and even maybe into next year, right? Like, you guys are healing family wounds. So for the next year, you're really focusing on healing these family wounds and coming back into self. And so you're still going to have things that come around for you to close out cycles. And here, your culture, you're going to realize in this moment why you've always done what you've done. Again, you figured that out back in Libra season, right? But now we're up in Sagittarian season, and it's almost like self-reflection. Like, whoa, I've never actually had a stable relationship because, you know, my parents didn't love me, or because they were too overprotective, or because, you know, they only cared about my siblings and I was left to fend for myself, or because I was neglected, abused, whatever it is. Because you were always wondering what it was that people thought of you and why they thought of the way that they did. And then you're also going to see that people that you thought cared about you, like, this is going to be other friends that are going to come and show their true colors. They're going to only want to know things about you because they want to spread rumors about you. And I think this is going to hurt you. I feel like this is going to bring a lot of pain and upset. And so it's going to be a really hard time for you guys. But you have to remember that the hard times are what make us grow so much. And so being willing to grow from that and stand firm in your energy is going to be powerful, because you guys are going to be building something strong, and you're going to have a connection that comes that's going to help you. It's like a partnership. Not a love connection. It could be, but it's not the energy that I'm getting. You're going to have a partnership that comes in that could be a Sagittarius, right? This could come in at any time, but it could be a Sagittarius that's coming in. But they're going to come in and they're going to help you overcome and persevere through the family situation so that you guys can find your balance and your happiness. And I feel like it's going to be hard for you because you're going to see people from your life that you've had on your life for a long time, and they're going to be saying some really bad things about you, and you're going to be like, wow, like, hold up, why are you being so crazy? Like, what's so bad about this? And it's really going to hit home, but at the same time, you're going to understand why you invited in the relationships that you did. Not just the romantic ones, but the platonic ones. So your achievements. This is so weird. So we've got the 10 of coins in the reverse here, right? And the reason it's in the reverse is because this is how people see you. They're going to see you glow up. They're going to see you again. You were already getting a change. You're going to have finances coming in soon. And what happened over here is all of a sudden you guys are going to blow up, and you're going to have stability. Finally, it's like this is a stable place, and people are going to think that you did something, like slept with somebody to get it, or they're going to think that you didn't work hard for it. They think it's unfair. The world thinks it's unfair. So your achievements are success, okay? But on top of that, the world around you is going to think that it's unfair because they are going to think that you stepped on toes to get it. It's interesting. We have Capricorn energy coming out in Capricorn season. Yeah, so these people are going to be very toxic around you, and I feel like you're just going to start cutting ties with these people because their only concern is why don't they have the money that you have, or why don't they have the life that you have, or why don't they have what you have. And so your achievements are success. You are coming into a very successful time. We have the Four of Wands coming out again, but this time it's in the upright. What was I saying? You're letting go of attachments, and the Four of Wands in the upright here is like shoring up old things. It's like letting go of what's not worthy of your time. It's like letting go of all those things that aren't serving you, right? And you guys are going to let go of those things that where you weren't setting firm boundaries, and that's going to set you up for really confident self and transformation, and people aren't going to know how to take it. Like, they're not going to know. They're going to be like, whoa, pile one, like, what happened? How did you do this? And you're going to be like, because I love myself, yo, like, I made it happen. And they're going to be like, yeah, but how? And you're going to just be like the same thing. It's like, you can ask me the same question in 1,000 different ways, and I'm still going to give you the same answer 1,000 different times because I loved myself and I made it happen. And they're going to be like, no, tell us what your secret is. I loved myself and I made it happen. Well, no, but tell us what the juice is. I loved myself and I made it happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, these people are going to go out of their way to try to make you feel guilty and bad about what it is that you've achieved. But your achievements is success, and they're all going to make you feel bad about it. But see, it's up to you whether or not you feel bad about it. You could be like, you know what, you guys, what y'all are worried about what I'm doing. What are you all doing? The other thing, too, is why does it trigger you so much when somebody else speaks their truth? This was something that I came across recently. I was like, that's a piece of gold, and I feel like I need to tell you guys that for this particular situation, because that's exactly what's going on here. You guys are starting to live unapologetically, authentically, and that's the thing. It's starting to trigger people, and they're going to start coming out of the woodworks. You're going to have family coming out being like, oh, hey, remember that money you owe me? Oh, well, now it's tripled, or now it's doubled, or now it's this, that, and the other. And you're going to be like, no, like, it's whatever. You weren't asking for it back when. And they're going to, yeah, because I knew you didn't have money. And you're going to be like, well, now you don't have money and I'm supposed to pay you? Get out. Get out. Like, that's the thing. Like, you don't owe them anything. And that's what Circe is saying. You worked hard for them. They could have supported you, but they didn't. They sat behind your back and made fun of you and did all these things about you. And so now you're cutting off ties here. That's the actions that you're taking. You're like, look, snip, 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 bye, bye, bye. I don't want to deal with this no more. See you later. No, probably not. And so that's your achievements, is you're going to be super successful, and everybody's going to be, they're just going to be, haters going to hate, right? Like, I'm sorry. And that's the thing. That's the energy that's coming through here. Haters are going to hate. So don't get discouraged when that happens. If it does happen, again, this might not happen for everyone, but for the vast majority of you guys, you're going to have a situation like this arise. Okay, so social, the Aquarian season. So there's going to be... there's going to be something that happens here where you guys don't want to commit at all. Like, you don't want to commit. And this, I feel like, again, it's like you guys have just cut off ties with all these people who were doing things. There's a beautiful white butterfly that just flew by. You guys have cut off all these people and you didn't want to deal with them anymore. And so you're going to have somebody come in that wants to have some kind of commitment with you, and you don't want to commit because you've been through the ringer. Yeah? Yeah, and the thing is that you're exhausted. You're emotionally exhausted. You've fought enough. And so come Aquarian season, you're going to be like, look, I'm just going to chill and be with my own self, and that's it. And that's not a bad thing, because you guys are recovering. You have to recover from this situation that's happened. And so for social energy, it's like you're going to just kind of go back into being a hermit, not in a bad way. It's just recovering your energy, because there's a lot of negativity that's coming through you and to you, right? There's a lot of negativity that's coming through here. And they wanted to put a stop to you. They don't want you to see your truth. These people don't want to, they want you to keep fighting them. Like, that's what They've realized that if I get pile one to keep fighting me, they're not going to be successful at what they want in their life. And what ends up happening is you're going to see this negativity at its finest, and you're going to be like, look, again, I'm setting boundaries here, and I'm just going to boss up and be with myself and take action towards bossing up. And so that's exactly what you do. You guys end a cycle here. It ends, it completes, and you guys move on from that and come into a new place. And so I love this because we have going into Pisces energy. We have, which is your subconscious energy. It's beginning again, right? We have this energy beginning again. It's like starting all over again, and it's not a bad thing. I feel like you're ready for it. You're prepared to start over. Your subconscious is ready to start over. It's like starting from scratch, having this beautiful energy come through. That's like, I'm just done. I'm done with the old world. Yeah, I'm done with the tricksters. I'm done with the people who try to set me back. I'm done with the people who don't have my best interests in mind. I'm done with the people who think ill of me. I'm ready for Source to show me the way. And so you go into your subconscious and you begin again, and you begin to consciously co-create your existence around you, because you realized before you didn't want to go in. Like, you were having a hard time facing the fact. This is what becomes so clear for you, is that you guys were having a hard time facing the fact that the people you cared about the most were the people who hurt you the most. And I feel like that's the thing. It's like, but I would never do that to them, right? Of course you wouldn't. Why would you? That's not fair. Like, you don't want somebody to feel that way. Like I said at the beginning, you guys are empathic, and I feel like you guys definitely have this energy about you where you feel everybody's pain. You feel what people are going through. You feel what they're experiencing. I love this. Okay. So I'm going to need some advice for you guys out here. Thank you, Source. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys are, once you guys begin again, what's going to happen is you guys are going to take action towards a brand new beginning, right? Right now, you guys are worried about things. You don't sleep well. You have a problem with things. Like you guys are concerned mentally about how these people have treated you. But as you let go of that, you guys come into this energy of power. It's like true power and manifesting the life that you want. And suddenly you take your job, your work, whatever it is, so seriously that you guys are immediately become recognized. And then you pack your bags and you leave that old life behind. You're like, I'm done, I'm leaving. And that's what I was saying. It's like you guys move on to a whole brand new life, brand new situation. And I think everybody from your past is gonna be like, pile one, you know, like, why aren't you here anymore? Why don't you love us? And you're gonna be like, bitch, cause excuse me, I really apologize. This energy, I don't like this energy. You'd be like, because you didn't love me. You didn't care about me. You didn't want me. You didn't want to be there for me. You know, and they're going to be all upset and hurt that you left. And it's, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you did what was right for you. Let's get some oracle out on it, guys. Thank you, Source. Yeah. Yes. Yes, and freedom on the bottom. We have horse with freedom. Look at you guys blazing out of that door. You're like, bye! I don't need your bullshit no more. I don't mean to curse on your guys' reading. I really don't. This energy coming through has been so crazy. So I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this. I'm so sorry that somebody's like this. It's something that you've dealt with for generations. So we have ancestor and generations coming out on the bottom over here with blessings and rainbow underneath that, guys. Like, yeah, it's like, now your ancestors are, they're helping you get to the next level, and they're so proud of you. And they're just like so shocked that like anybody would do this to you, but at the same time it's just a part of the journey. It's like you guys had to learn something about yourself, something very powerful about yourself. And you're doing that. Yeah, feeling as though there's no way out. Didn't I say that on the reading? Gosh, I love this. Okay, let's see. I want to get one of these. I just want to get all your oracles out first, so. I know these readings are so long, but beautiful. Pandora's gift. Okay. There. And let's get a couple of these channel messages. Okay, that's more than enough. I'm not even going to go back in. So what do we got channel messages coming out? Your heart chakra. Yeah, so you guys are healing your heart chakra. Beautiful. What do we got? You need to embrace courage. And didn't I say that? Like, you guys were afraid to take action because it's like confrontation is not a thing for you guys. You don't really like it. We have Virgo energy. So I feel like Virgo season is going to be like one of the most important seasons for you guys. But you guys are going to definitely have courage come through. Love is on the way. Yeah. You guys wanted a relationship. I feel like this is not going to work out, or it didn't work out, and you guys are going to learn something from it. Completing the cycle. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. Oh my gosh, this is great. So many confirmations. We have Taurus energy coming through. We did have Taurian energy come out in Aquarius energy. So yeah, you guys are going to be financially set. You know, Tauruses are all about financial stability. They love to enjoy their luxury, their beauty. You know, ruled by Venus. You carry a heavy burden. Let go and let source. Yeah, so you guys are carrying a very heavy burden with this, trying to take care of the family or the situation. You're trying to be the problem solver, and it's not up to you to be the problem solver. So we have creation, snake, number 43, which is 7. 7's all about luck. I feel like, see this, it's like you guys are shedding this skin and learning that you have this beautiful heart of gold. Leaning into your uniqueness is what we were talking about earlier in the reading. And so I feel like you guys are coming up into this place of truly being okay with who you are, what you have to offer, and realizing that it doesn't matter what anybody says or who your family thinks you are. You are somebody that has something wonderful to offer. House 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Yeah, so there's going to be a connection that comes in that's going to be a like-minded individual. That's what I was saying earlier with that Aquarian energy. We got that energy came through that you guys are going to build. It's going to be like a partnership that comes in. So this is absolutely Aquarius energy coming through there. I think Aquarian rules House 11. So we have Lord Kuthumi, which is number 28. I'm going to read this real quickly here for you guys. Okay. I am a dragon elder and spokesdragon for the Galactic Council. If you, as humans, want to be able to hold the energies of the 5th and 7th dimensions, you need to be clear of all your earthly woes and fears and your insatiable need for control. Your light body needs to be in alignment with the Earth's and the astrological light matrix. Only then will you become a tool and a tuning device to lift the energy of the planet. As more of you gather together to do this work, the greater chance you have of bringing lasting peace to Earth. That may appear idealistic and utopian, but what a beautiful vision to hold. No fear, no hate, no crime nor corruption, only truth, trust, and respect for this beautiful planet you call home and each other. That is why we have come, shown ourselves to you now. Lasting peace is achievable. It has happened before in Atlantis and beyond, and other galaxies outside your human understanding at this time, and it has happened there too. We dragons are as old as the universe itself, and have encountered and witnessed humanity in all its guises and forms. You are beautiful beings, if only you would allow yourselves to believe and accept it as your right. Didn't I say you guys are coming into that place of accepting yourselves and seeing who you truly are? I love this beautiful confirmation. Thank you so much, Source. Thank you for this wonderful confirmation. I still have that song stuck in my head, Just Around the River Bend. So yeah, Dragonfly Emergence, look. What more do you guys want? Like, you guys are emerging as this beautiful individual. You guys are allowing yourselves to grow and to blossom. And to spread your wings and fly. And you don't have to be a butterfly to be beautiful, right? Like, you don't have to be a butterfly to be unique. You can be a dragonfly and be unique and just as beautiful and captivating as a butterfly, and you guys are learning that. Yeah, I love this. We started out with self-reflection and going in and having that integration. We have winter solstice reflection coming through here. You guys are reflecting on your life. You guys, again, that energy of starting over. It's like you're like, what do I really want now? So we have work, or rest equals work equals rest, finding balance. So finding that balance in work and play. Like, don't be afraid to play, but also don't be afraid to put your head down and work, but not putting so much towards one thing that you burn yourself out, right? I am mad because you left, and that triggered my own fear of abandonment. So yeah, this is that person coming through. They're upset because you aren't approving, or you aren't validating them anymore, and they feel abandoned by you, and that's not your burden to carry. You've given up because of perceived defeat, and I feel like this is the energy that we started with. This energy coming back through. You've definitely had that energy, but I feel like it is going to shift for you guys as you go around. It's definitely a cycle that you're going through that you guys are going to get through. So let's read Pandora's Gift. This is the last card in the deck, I believe. Yeah. I love this. It's such a beautiful card. It says, there is a mythic woman with much maligned throughout history, whose name means all gifted. Pandora lives within us as our curious nature, yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. She is the hopeful voice of our soul that asks the question, and in doing so, triggers the process that brings the answers. Sometimes it is through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that seem like the end of our world, and yet, all is not lost. Even now, the light within you is stirring for new revelation, new life, and new adventure. Pandora is all gifted and all giving. Her presence invites you to forego your belief in judgment. Now is the time to surrender the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another. Some terrible happening. It is time to let go of the shame-based belief in punishment. This is a belief that you deserve to be brought to task over any perceived imperfection, or that your natural human journey somehow renders you inadequate. Didn't I say that at the beginning of the reading? How, like, when you don't do things a certain way, like, you start blaming yourself, and like, you gotta love yourself. You gotta accept yourself. Pandora frees the soul from such torment. This is her gift. The human journey necessarily involves learning through experience. There is no shame in your learning process. Pandora's presence is a sign of a new time, a time to swap the notion of inherent shame for the acceptance of inherent divinity. From this moment on, how unstoppable shall you become. Excellent. I love that. I love that. It's like you guys are taking off this mask and letting your light shine through. Isn't that what I was saying at the beginning? You're learning to accept your unique person, and that is such a beautiful place to come from, guys. I'm so proud of you. I feel like that's all I'm going to get for you guys today. That is the messages that I have. I really hope that this helps you. Again, if this is a huge reading, it had a lot of information on them. They all do. So if you guys need to come back and just listen to some points, definitely feel free to do so. And with that, I guess I send you guys off with so much love and prayers. May you guys have courage. May you have strength. May you have just whatever it is that you need to get you through to the next level on your journey, so that you guys can see and understand the beautiful creatures that you are. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here, but until we meet each other again, I love you guys. Hit that thumbs up button if this resonates with you. Leave me a comment down below if you feel free to, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Welcome, pile number 2. This is your reading. We're going to do the Zodiac spread. So this could go in line with the Aries season starting this year, or it could be the Aries seasons that's coming up next year, as we are in Cancerian season. So just take it as it resonates, guys. Know that energy is fluid. Or this could happen to you guys in a matter of months, or it could take a couple of years. Don't be tripped out if it takes a long time. Everybody's on a different part on their journey, and they all learn at a different pace. So these are the energies that are coming through. Pile 1 was outrageous. So we'll see how you guys are. This is for those of you that chose the yellow citrine. I got your cards already. So we'll find out what they are together. Let me go ahead and lay them out. This is a humongous spread, so give me just a second here. Okay. To figure out how I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. So overall energy right now, you guys are looking to begin again with partnerships. That's kind of an underlying theme for a lot of the readings that I've been having recently. So something that's coming out, though, I feel like you guys are trying to build a sturdy partnership. Like, you don't want any more of this brokenheartedness. You don't want people who are, only out for themselves. You don't want people who don't have your best interests in mind. You really want someone who's going to be there building with you, friendship, a partnership, business situationship, whatever have you. It is something that is very important for you guys. So whether that's in your job or in your own business or just outside of work in general, it doesn't matter. You guys are trying to come into this place of balance with other people and trying to really build something that's sustainable and lastable for a long time. It's kind of like you're tired of dealing with these backstabbers and you're tired of dealing with these individuals that just don't care about what it is that you've got going on. You've dealt with a lot of control issues in the past. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of manipulators in the past. You've tried to find a lot of clarity in yourself, but you've been stuck in your head about how you feel when people get really nosy into your business and they spread rumors about you, or if they just want to find out what's going on with you, but then maybe they tell lies and they like twist it up and they twist your words around and it makes you feel really bad and it makes you feel like you can't do things the way that you need to do them. And that's the overall energy that's coming out for you guys right now, okay? So let's get into it. What's going on for Aries? Your personality right now. Well, your personality is being affected because you guys feel stuck in a situation that's not serving you. You guys feel stuck in, whether that's a person, place, or thing. It does not matter what is going on. Is right now you feel hemmed in. Like, there's no way around this. There's no way out. There's no way to get through this. And there's a lot of negativity that's coming through here. And you're just trying to find a sense of clarity and understanding for the situation at hand. And maybe it's not trying to understand the situation. Honestly, maybe it's just for you guys to move on from and just let bygones be bygones, But there's this energy coming through here where you guys are feeling really stuck. It feels like it's you against the world kind of energy that's coming through here. And Source is really trying to help you out. Your angels, your guides, your higher self, your intuition, whatever you guys believe in is trying to help you out through this. Yeah, they're trying to help you find a sense of freedom, of independence, courage, and overcoming the illusion that's been presented here. I feel like the illusion is that you want to believe that people are inherently good, but it's really hard to when people just show their ugly side. And that's the thing here. It's like you guys are learning right now what's important for you, but it's like away from the situation. I think that you guys do have a sense of freedom and independence. You guys feel very confident with yourselves, but the minute you come back to this situation, you're back to the situation of, oh my gosh, how do I let go? How do I get over this? How do I change what I'm in? And so it's like they want you to stay in that energy of feeling brave and honest and manifesting and bringing into reality the fact that you guys are a very bright individual. You guys are very intelligent and secure, and not let this situation affect the way that you feel, because at times it makes you feel like you're not doing the work, honestly. And this person wants you to feel like this situation, whatever it is, there's this energy around it that wants you to fail. And it wants you to feel like you're not capable of handling what comes at you. But you are. You're more than capable of handling it. It's very interesting. I have the Hermit in reverse on the bottom of the deck, and your next card is the Hermit in reverse. It's so interesting. So there's definitely this energy, this person not wanting you to go within, to do the energy work, to heal yourself, to bring forth change for yourself, this situation. Again, this to me, for you guys, I feel like this is a situation. If I do say person, it's because sometimes there is a person that's involved in the situation that's kind of like bringing that energy to a head. And so I feel like that's the thing here. It's just the situation at hand. It's just not allowing for you to grow. And so when you're away from it, you feel like you're capable of anything and everything, and you're able to do whatever you want. But the minute you get back into the situation, you feel completely stuck. And so your personality is shining through, right? You have a great personality. You have a wonderful personality. In fact, people really enjoy being around you. I feel like they flock to you when you're not in this situation. I feel like people are like, hey, pile two, like, you're wonderful, you're so cool, like, you got so much going on. But when you're with this situation, it's hard for you to shine, and it's hard for you to be who you are. And so there's this energy coming out of just letting yourself be who you are, even in this situation. Don't let it get you down, you know, like, let yourself be. I have that song stuck in my head right now. RESCUE, Rescue Aid Society. Heads held high, touch the sky. You mean everything to me. So I feel like that's what Source is telling you to do, is hold your head high, because you mean everything to Source. You mean everything to them, and they just want to see you succeed. And the only way for you to manifest success in your life is to feel successful, no matter the situation that's going on outside of you guys. And that's the thing. They love your personality just the way you are, right? Love you just the way you are. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing just the way you are, right? Oh. So I feel like that's a thing here. Like, that's interesting that that's coming through. You guys must listen to a lot of music, because I did not have songs channeled on pile one. So I feel like you guys listen to a lot of music. And so, like, Source is just saying, like, you are amazing. You don't have to change anything. And no matter the situation, if it's making you feel not amazing, find a way to work around that. Like, find a way to still feel amazing, even though the situation is making you feel kind of blah. Right? Yeah, you guys have a phenomenal personality. You guys shine. So, financial situation with Taurus energy here. You've got the Hermit in reverse. Again, it's having a hard time going within, having a hard time seeing the situation for what it is. It's like you are not clear on what's coming next, and because you're not clear on what's coming next, you guys kind of freaking out about it. It's like you want to succeed, you want to manifest wealth, you want to manifest, just say, financial freedom, right? And it's been hard for you guys to feel good about it because you're not seeing what's coming next. May I please get a clarifying card for this? And that's been really hard for you guys, yeah, but you are going to succeed. You're going to burst out of this. Like, there's going to be something that changes. So maybe that's why they're having me channel music, is they want you to listen to a lot of music, because I feel like music raises your mood. And so they want you guys to listen to music because it's going to help you overcome this negative vibration that is around you right now, that's making you feel bad, that's making you feel angry and stuck and overwhelmed. And like, all that matters is money. Like, if you had money, then you could just run away from the situation. They don't want you to run away from the situation, because there's healing to be done here. And the healing honestly comes from you guys embodying and embracing the strength that you have when dealing with situations like this, like being able to show up in a sound mind, in a centered state, and to give your all. And that's what they want you to really focus on, because there's a beautiful thing here. Yeah, and that's your happy spot. Like, they're sending you help and strength. Like, Source is sending you help and strength to find happiness. And I feel like music is your happy spot. And so they want you guys to listen to music, because they feel like you guys channel messages through music. Source talks to you through music. So own that. You know, if you feel like this is a message for you, if you feel like, oh, I listened to that song just the other day and I felt like Source was talking to me, then Source was talking to you. That's not, you're not crazy. That's not, oh, that's just silly, whatever. No, it's not silly. Like, that's a real thing. Source and your angels will all of a sudden make you listen to a lyric. Like, maybe you're off in your thoughts, and then all of a sudden a lyric will come in and you're like, have to pay attention to it. Like, there's no rhyme or reason, but you're like called to really pay attention to this lyric, and you pay attention to it, and it feels like it resonates to you on a deep, deep level. That's Source and your angels coming through saying, hey, listen up, pay attention, this is a message for you, okay? Like, own that. That's a really cool thing to have. Cool. I love that. Yeah, you guys will overcome this negativity, though. I feel like you're going to get clarity on what it is to do for your finances. And it actually is tied to you feeling independent with yourself, you know, being able to take care of yourself, love yourself, and do some small things for yourself, you know. Source is sending you help. They're trying to help you get on this path, this positive outcome, and help you find some creative energy to take action towards, okay? So we have your communication, Gemini, and you got a Gemini card. This is so crazy because Gemini card came out in pile 1, 2 here right now. Right here, right now, right here, right now. So, no, guys, sorry. But it's just interesting because it's like, I feel like Gemini season this year and next year are going to be very powerful times for you. But what has gone on with your communication is you guys have dealt with something that no matter what you've done, it's like it's always come back to you guys, and it's made you feel exhausted and overwhelmed, and there's been a lot of hurt and anger, and it's like, I just see the battle, like two people with swords battling, or it's like, again, if it's a job, it's just like no matter what you do or how you show up, there's never any appreciation for the amount of work that you put in. There's never any appreciation just for you showing up. Maybe you've never called in, maybe you've never taken a sick day, and it's like, nobody appreciates that. Or maybe you guys just put forth your best effort every day. When you see people slacking off, you never slack off. Like, you don't even take an extra break or anything. It's like maybe you work through your lunch and you just feel so underappreciated. And that's what's been happening with your communication. It's been affecting your communication because you're in this mindset of no matter what I do, it's not going to be appreciated. And that's not where Source wants you to be at. So your communication is, can you clearly communicate what's good for you? You know, like maybe it's as simple as stop working through your lunch. That's a communication for you. That's you being honest and direct with yourself. Like, I deserve to take my half an hour break or my hour-long break and not work. Like, I deserve that, right? That's communication. And maybe it's as simple as saying to your boss, like, hey, you know, you guys have me overworked and underpaid, and I haven't gotten a raise in a while, so it's time for us to look at a raise because it seems like everybody else has gotten one and I haven't. You know, what about the cost of living or something like that? I mean, you don't have to approach it like this, but that's what I'm saying. Like, just be firm in your approach and say, like, this isn't working for me. I like working here, but we need to discuss something. And the reason being is because here's the deal. You love so much. Like I said, why that song came out, You're Amazing, is because you guys are so giving, and you guys are very intuitive individuals, and you guys are very loving and kind, compassionate individuals. But the problem is that you guys want everybody to like you, okay? And I'm sorry, not everybody's gonna like you. You don't want to rock the boat, you know. And the thing is that you're gonna end up having to rock the boat because the problem is that people are taking advantage of your kind nature because you're just asking for them to like you. And it's like, well, if they don't like me when I give 100%, maybe they'll like me if I give 200%. And they don't like you at 200%, so then you're like, well, maybe they'll like me if I give 300%. But then you're so exhausted when you go home and you're not communicating. I feel like this starts with self. You need to be clear with yourself. How do you love yourself first? How do you put yourself first? How do you do what's right for yourself? And that means giving back to yourself in a way that will allow you to have energy and time and effort to do what you need to at work. So that way you're not burnt out, and then you can network and you can talk to people and you can have stable relationships at work and be clear about what you want. But right now it's hard for you to be clear about what you want because you want everybody to like you. And so I feel like you change yourself a lot because you want everybody to like you, and that's just not gonna, like, it's not gonna fly. Like, that doesn't work, guys. Like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't. You know, I've been there, done that. I was a people pleaser for so long in my life, and to change from being a people pleaser is difficult. Like, that is a hard thing to do because you're so used to that. And now you have to give that to yourself, and it's a change in pace. So that's why your communication right now, you're not being clear. I feel like you're like, people should know what I want, but nobody's a mind reader, and not you either. And so people are expecting you to know what they want, even if you're empathic and you understand what they want. It's not fair. If somebody doesn't ask you, don't take it on yourself to do it, okay? Like, and that may feel like a weird thing, but that's the right thing to do. No, right now the right thing to do is to take care of you, pile 2. Okay? So Gemini season is a very, very powerful time for you to really learn about yourself. Okay, we have Cancer season, home. Ooh, you guys are manifesting something beautiful for your home. So some of you guys are actually manifesting a house. You guys are manifesting a car, I heard. And there's this energy coming through where you guys are actually financially stable enough to get what it is that you want for your home. So like furniture, and maybe you wanted cabinets. Keep getting this image of like a refrigerator, a brand new refrigerator. So maybe you guys are buying a brand new fridge. Like there's just new appliances and stuff that you want, and you guys are able to do that. Like you're taking action towards manifesting that, but you're over here looking at your work like it's only because of my work, and like it's only because of all the work that I put in. But you guys are overworking yourself and not able to enjoy these things that you're actually going to start manifesting for your home. May I please get a clarifying card for this? So Cancer season's a really good season for you guys in regards to your home life. You guys are kind of shutting out your emotions, I feel, and you're more focused on manifesting what it is that you want in your life. Interesting, we have the Cancerian card coming out. We have the Chariot in the reverse coming out. Yeah, you guys are not giving... So the problem is that while you're manifesting material things, you're feeling spiritually depleted. And like you're defeated, like you feel defeated. Maybe you didn't get as much money as you wanted. So this is just an example, but maybe you wanted to buy the fridge that had all the bells and whistles on it, connected to your phone's Bluetooth, so you could tell it to make ice for you or whatever, and it has a timer on it, and it does this, that, and the other, and it connects to your Keurig. I don't know what kind of appliances there are. I live in an RV, guys, so... You know, like maybe you just wanted the top of the top of the top, but you didn't get enough money to get that, but you still have to get a new refrigerator, and so you had to buy one that was a couple of models down from that. It was just frustrating for you, and then you felt like, but I gave so much and I got so little in return, like, and so you're having this where you're seeing your manifestation come to you, but you're not even happy about it because of how much you put out. It's like, I feel like I should be appreciated more, and you're not, because you're basically just being, again, when you're a people pleaser, people are just going to take advantage of you and what it is that you have to offer, right? And we have, yeah, you guys, this is something that is crippling you, this imbalance and not wanting to heal, because you want to love so much, you want to give love so much, you want people to appreciate you and what you have to offer, and this is what's crippling you right now. It's like, this is that emotional upset that's coming through for you guys right now, and it's not a very good feeling. Like, it feels overwhelming. It's like, you know, I keep hearing overworked and underpaid. Like, I keep hearing that. And so it's like, if you guys are not happy in the position that you have, what can you do today to make steps to get the position that you do want, whether that's a promotion or a new job? You know, if it's a promotion, how can you be acting? You know, I had a boss that told me once, every day is an interview. So every day you show up, are you dressing up the way that you want to if you were going into an interview? Are you presenting yourself the way you want if you were going into an interview? And understanding that business mindset is not people pleasing. Like, business mindset is somebody who is succinct and who is determined and who has clear boundaries and can make clear decisions, right? And so those are little things that you can adjust now to get that position that you're looking for. And I think you'd be surprised at how well it will help you in your life. Or if it's something that you need to get a new job, just, you don't have to quit the job that you have now. You don't have to quit doing that, but start making steps towards another position. You have a position, so start looking for a new position, and that way then you're not out anything, but you could find another place where you don't have to start pleasing people. And if you stop, you're not going to be expected to hold this whole high demand that you put on yourself. You're not a super person. That's not fair. There's this energy that you put on yourself that I have to hold myself up to this ridiculous standard, and then everybody else holds you up to that. And it's just, it's weighing on you because it's something you don't want to heal. And maybe you didn't know you needed to heal it. Maybe you really thought that there was a way to make everybody like you. Do you guys deal with headaches? Like, I'm getting this really weird pain right here in my head. It's telling me, or I deal with migraines when you come home, like you turn off all the lights and everything and sit in the dark. Yeah, that's yeah, you guys are too stressed out. Like, that's too much stress going on for you. I feel like when you guys realize you don't have to please everybody, And when you start putting that energy back towards yourself, the migraines are going to go away. Like, as soon as I told you guys that, it went away. That was crazy. It was a really sharp pain. It was, like, really sharp. Felt like a knife going through the back of my skull. Like, I that sounds really morbid, but that's what it felt like. It was really sharp. So, okay, so Leo season, your leisure. Your leisure, you're going to get help. I feel like this is going to help you relax a little bit. Something's going to come through and bring you help. Can I get a clarifying card for this, please? Okay. Okay, so what's going to happen during Leo season, the help is this. You're going to realize that the mother wound has you loving like this. So the mother wound is oftentimes a lack of nurturing that we received as a child. We didn't get nurtured as much as we thought we should, or as not even as much as we thought we should, but as we should have, right? Like, we were the ones taking care of our parents, or, you know, whatever it is, but you guys have this mother wound, and there's also something that's coming out, so you guys could see that maybe you're kind of like the secretary at work. Okay, I'm not saying that's your position. I'm just saying, like, you're the secretary, and so if you guys stop giving the amount that you give, there's going to be this energy that comes through that shows that, like, they don't appreciate you at all, and they might let you go. And I'm not trying to scare you guys. This is just what's coming through. That's why I feel like Source is putting an emphasis on making sure that if you guys don't like it there, like making steps to find another place, another position. But it's like that. It's like this is like a danger warning coming through here. It's like saying that I'm going to send you help, and it's going to feel like a bad time. Like, there's going to be a lot of upset during Leo season, and it's not going to feel good at all. And it's happening is, like, you guys are going to end a cycle to begin again, and it's going to be a big blessing for you guys, but it's not going to feel like it. It's not going to feel like it at all. You're like, you guys are going to have to deal with some dark secrets. You guys are going to have to deal with some dark feelings that are coming up. Something's going to be really triggered for you guys during Leo season. And like I said, it's like it might feel like everything's falling apart, but really this is actually going to be a big blessing in disguise. Yeah. It's because you're going to realize that nobody gives to you the way that you give to them. And so it's going to ultimately turn around and show you that things are changing. And what's changing is you're going to be seeing the people who really use you and abuse you. That's it for that. I thought there was going to be more, but that's it. It's like it's going to feel like a tower moment. It's going to feel like everything crumbling down. And a need to really pay attention to what's coming next. But this is all about healing yourself, right? Really healing your energy and healing your mind and your body and your soul. Because I feel like you guys just give so much. Again, that energy of getting burnt out. Like, when I started your reading, I was really good. I had a lot of energy. Then when I start getting into your reading, I start getting exhausted. Like, I'm like overwhelmed right now. And this is nothing that's really overwhelming for me. And it's just like this overwhelming energy that's coming through. Like, you guys just have a hard time sometimes dealing with when somebody just appears not to like you. Like, you really take it as a personal plight, and it's not anything against you. Like, if somebody doesn't like you, that's just that's on them. That's on them. It has nothing to do with you. You're a likable person. You're a lovable person. You're deserving of love. But the more you give out like this, the less chance you have of actually attracting in the love that you want in your life. I want to get a clarifying card for this next one before we get into it. Please have a clarifying card for this. Thank you. So, Virgo season is your career. Yeah, there's going to be this energy coming through where you're going to want to try and control it. Like, you want to control what's happening. Like I said, I'm getting this energy of feeling like something could happen. You guys could get laid off. You guys could get fired, or you could get hours cut. And you're going to want to attempt to control that situation, and it's going to make you feel really even worse than you are right now, because you feel like there's something about this spread that's more focused on your career than anything else. And so I feel like your career is your life, And it doesn't have to be anything. Like you could work at McDonald's, or you could be a fashionista, or you could be a barista, or whatever it is. Probably where they're like, but I don't really have a huge career. Whatever you do for money, excuse me, they're gonna let me say it. I almost lost my throat there, guys. Like, it was almost gone. Whatever you guys do for money, you're gonna try and control it to your extent that you can. And Source is asking you to surrender here, because this is gonna, again, it's not gonna feel like it, but it's a blessing in disguise. Yeah, it's gonna feel really bad here, really bad, your career, but I feel like that's a thing. Like, you don't realize how stuck you are in your money situation, like where you're at and what you're giving and the amount of effort that you're putting forth. Like, I really feel like you guys are always the ones that take overtime. I really feel like you guys are the ones that show up early, leave late. Like, you take on other people's work. Like, if somebody didn't finish a project, they come to you, and it makes you feel valuable, but then you don't get treated like you're valuable, because you kind of get treated like the dumping post, you know? Yeah. And this is actually going to happen, and this is what Source is saying. Like, this is going to happen so that you can become clear on what you want, clear on protecting yourself, and taking affirmative action moving forward for yourself in your life. This beautiful butterfly just fell out of the sky right now. It was like orange and yellow and white. Just like, ooh, went to the ground. So, yeah, you guys are transforming, but this is going to be a forced transformation for you guys. And I'm sorry, but sometimes that's Source stepping in and taking charge and direction of our destiny. It's like, you're supposed to be somewhere, and sometimes we get so stuck in our emotions and the comfort of things that we won't change ourselves. And so Source is saying, like, okay, if you're not going to change, I'm going to change things for you, and you're not going to like it, but you are going to learn what you need to learn. And so that's what's coming through here. So I think you're going to realize how much you're putting out. And this is something you can change. You know, if you don't like that, if that doesn't feel comfortable to you, you don't have to wait until that happens. You can make a decision today to start changing yourself. And it's as simple as, okay, instead of giving 1,000% at work, I'm just going to do what's within my job title. That is all you're required to do. And then on top of that, if you don't like where you're working at, can you start looking for another job? You don't have to quit where you're at, but you can start putting in applications somewhere else. Or if you want to start your own business, start it. Like, this is something that is within your control. But if you wait until Source makes the change for you, you're going to do everything in your possession and power to try and control the outcome. And it's not going to matter, because it's going to fall apart. And the reason it's going to fall apart is because it's not where you're meant to be. It's a karmic situation. Feel like your parents maybe worked the jobs they hated, but they still just did it anyways. They were underappreciated, overworked, and underpaid, and they just did it anyways. And they basically just instilled in you that this is how we do it. This is society, and that's not what we were created for. Source didn't just make us to come here and work a 9-to-5 job and pay bills and hope that we enjoyed some of the time. The purpose is to find what it is that we love, and then do that. And as we do that, we'll begin to become stable in ourselves. And as we build stability within, then we see stability without. It's not the other way. You don't build stability without, which I feel like is what you're experiencing over here when we were talking about the Magician and the Chariot. It's that energy that you're feeling like you're trying to build stability without, trying to get this furniture, this appliance, or whatever. But then when you buy it, you just feel so deflated, like, okay, well, that's done, now what? And it's like, that's not stability, that's not true stability. Even though it's a cool appliance, that doesn't indicate who you are. You need to build that within. Okay, so we have Libra relationships. So in Libra season, you're going to be seeing that there's a lot of people in your circle who do not, they like to get involved in your energy. They like to see what's going on with you. I feel like you're a walking soap opera. You tell people a lot about what's going on with your life. That's not a bad thing, okay? I'm not saying this to be mean. That's the thing. It's like you feel like you're a walking soap opera, and people see it as that. And even if you're not, like, people try to pin you as a walking soap opera. Like, oh, Susie's always got something going on. And you do. It's not that you always have something going on, but it's like they make it this big ordeal, and they just want to be nosy, whether that's to gossip about you or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's like these people just want to be nosy because they want to know what's going on in your life. It just takes away from the things that they're dealing with in their own life. And this is actually going to bring you happiness. Like, once you realize this and let go of that, like, you're going to realize that you're actually happier not telling these people what's going on with your life. And I feel like the first time that you do this is going to be really hard, because you're going to have something that happens to you, and you're going to be like, I got to tell somebody about this. And then you're going to remember, oh no, I'm not supposed to, like this is my growing, is just to be silent and to come back to myself. And people are going to ask you, and it's just going to be hard for you to say, oh, my weekend was okay. Nothing crazy happened, even though something crazy did happen. Like, it's just going to be like you drawing back into yourself. But then the minute that you get through that, like, you're going to be like, wow, like, that made me feel a lot better. Like, not telling the story and people actually not knowing what's going on, it's like, it's kind of going to make you feel empowered, okay? Like, here's the thing. It's going to be make you feel empowered, because it's going to make you feel like you have a secret that you got to hold on to, but it's not. It's just you not putting your business out there anymore. And emotionally, you're going to feel fulfilled, because you're going to actually see that people don't really care. Like, they don't go out of their way to dig. You know, when they would ask you, it wasn't really they were asking you your story. They were just asking you about your day. And it's like, it's just going to be so clear to you emotionally that they don't really care about what's happening to you. Like, they're not going to ask further questions. They're not going to dig deeper. They're not going to go investigate and sleuth like you thought that they would. And it's actually going to make you feel happier, because you're like, wow, like, I was putting all this pressure that I had to have all these things happen to me. It was almost like self-sabotage, right? Yeah, and that's going to make you feel like it's because of peer pressure. Like, that's the reason why you would tell people all these things, is peer pressure and feeling emotionally unstable, and then also not wanting to heal this part of your life and feel like that's something that your parents maybe did. Now, this is the mother wound that's coming out for me. So there's a woman or a female in your life, or a very feminine energy, which could be a feminine sign, water and earth sign, that was an authority figure in your life, coming through, and they gossiped a lot. And I feel like that's where you learned it from, and thought that that's just what people did. So this is it's a very unconscious thing that you've done, and now you're becoming consciously aware of it. And when you become consciously aware of it, it's like the trigger just flips like that, and you're like, oh, and you don't do it. And that's what brings you happiness. And so you're realizing it was always just because of peer pressure. So this could be family that's this gossipy energy, right? Again, I can't say that it's necessarily them gossiping about you. It's just this, you know, the hens clucking at the house, and that's the energy that's coming through. And so you guys are going to realize that a lot of your relationships, it was just people telling each other stories so that they actually had something to talk about, rather than getting to know each other. You know, like, what do you like? What's your favorite color? I feel like you're going to realize that none of these people know you. They don't know the name of your kids. They don't know what it is you like to do for fun. They don't know your favorite color. They don't know your favorite food. And like, if they were real friends, they would know all these things. And that's actually going to make you feel happy. You're going to be like, wow, I really didn't want these people as my friends anyways. Like, I'm glad about that. So you're going to find some emotional fulfillment with that. So we have Scorpio season. What's going to be hidden for you is that your perception, there's going to be some sort of part of your perception that's actually not good for you. It's going to be hidden from you. And I feel like it's because you're coming off of this high from feeling so good about realizing that you can actually take care of yourself better than these other people can, because you're putting a lot of weight, emotional weight, into other people. I feel like you're going to be coming off of that, and you're not going to see something that's hidden from you, and that's just the way that you see things, whether that's in regards to the way that you love yourself, your clarity in life, your truth, your ability to create, whatever it is. You're not going to see it, and you're not going to see the perception that you have on that. Let me get a clarifying card for this, please, Source. Thank you. Your emotions. Plain and simple. You're not going to see your perception on your emotions. So... okay, I see what's going on here. Sorry, guys, I need to switch up my legs. Oh, that feels better. I feel like you guys feel cramped up in your legs a lot. And your legs is where, like, your hips and stuff, that's where you hold a lot of emotional burdens and hurt and pain, especially from the father wound. and also for women, it's the sacral energy. That's where a lot of our pain comes from, low back pain. But yeah, your perception on what is love, it's like you're looking back at what happened in these people. And so I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you're feeling like you're emotionally fulfilled with these individuals who are actually just nosy. Like they're actually just really nosy, and that's your perception. Like you're really happy you got friends, maybe there are new people coming in, and they're all just nosy and they just want to know about you for gossip reasons, or again, like the hens clucking, like they don't actually care. They don't remember your stories next week. And so you feel like they do care about you, and then you're on this high, and whatever the high is, it carries you over into Scorpio season, where you're just not aware of your own feelings. Like you have again, you're a very loving person, right? You're a very loving person. You're not going to realize things. And so the thing is you're going to feel like you have emotional abundance here. You're going to feel like you have emotional maturity, but there's going to be something that changes perception wise. It's going to see you even have more to grow. And that's a good thing, right? Like that's a beautiful thing. And you're just not going to see that. That's what's going to be hidden from you. And I feel like you'll eventually get to that point where it's going to be clear for you guys. It's just that coming off from Libra season into Scorpio season, it's not going to be clear. But Source, it's going to help you find your strength in the situation. Yeah, they're going to help you locate the path that's going to find you the greatest strength. And so I feel like this is going to actually be a good thing that it's hidden from you, because it's going to help carry you through emotionally. Whereas versus if you actually saw all the things that were really going on, I think you'd be really broken hearted, and you wouldn't be able to do what you need to do to move to the next level. And sometimes that's the way Source is. Source keeps things hidden from us so that we can keep doing what we need to do, because if we were aware of everything that was actually going on behind the scenes, or how people are, like, we would probably just be so stuck in thinking like the whole world, it's like you want to believe everybody's inherently good, but you just know sometimes they're not, right? And so that's the energy that's coming through here. It's like there's just this hidden aspect here of your emotional well-being it's going to be hidden from you, and that's okay. And this could be self-love. This could have to do with your love for whatever you like to create. This could just have your love for others, but you're going to actually kind of withdraw and not give so much love to others around you, regardless of what happens. Like you're not going to be giving that much love to others. And I feel like maybe that's part of it too, is that you feel like you're not worthy of love. And so what you're not realizing is that you are an amazing, magnificent lover. And I don't mean that as like in a sexual sense. I mean as somebody that just loves people, and you have so much to give to yourself. And when you give that to yourself, you actually give more to others. So it's beneficial for you to give back to yourself. So Sagittarius season, we have your culture. So there's something that's going to be abundant, and you're going to have an alliance that comes through during Sagittarius season. So this is something business-wise. Like I was saying, we already have the business falling apart, something career-wise. So this could be you guys getting a new job. This could be you guys building a business, a successful business. But it's going to be a partnership, and it's going to be a success. This is a good alliance, something that you want in your life. And it's going to be different. This is going to be something completely different than anything that you've ever experienced before. It's going to be a lot stronger. It's going to be a lot more... So I was going to say coincidental, but I don't think that that's actually a word. So it's going to coincide with what you got going on. It was just weird. I think they're trying to tell me two words at once, and it got jumbled up in one, and I don't know what the other word is. But it's just going to really coincide with what you want to do and the passions that you have in your life, and it's going to be a huge success. It will start off slow. Okay? It will start off slow. Yeah, but it's a brand new, passionate start in your life. Like, this is beautiful energy. You guys are going to have this brand new, passionate start, and this is a gift. Like, this is actually a gift from Source. So you guys could be out venturing around. It has to do with culture. So you guys could be visiting another country when this happens. You guys could just be visiting another state. Culture differs from state to state. What's down in the south is nothing like what's up in the north. And what's over in New York is nothing like what's in California or Florida, right? So it's like you guys could just be experiencing some new place, and you run into somebody, and it's like they bring this sense of fulfillment to you so that you can fulfill yourself. And look at this. We have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Coins coming out together. So it's going to be successful. I already said that, guys. It's going to be successful. Like Source just reiterating that. I love those confirmations. So wonderful here, guys. So beautiful. So we're going to move on to Capricorn, which is achievements. You guys are on the path to a positive outcome, and I feel like you guys feel the growth. I think at this point, when you get to Capricorn season, you guys are going to feel the growth, like what you've gone through, and you're going to realize things just aren't like they used to be. And I feel like you're going to finally have this sense of gratitude for all the things that you've been through, where before it was just kind of really hard to be grateful for the hard stuff. Wow, that is too many cards. I'm sorry, Source. I'm not taking that many cards. Just one, please. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Especially when it comes to like this, like you're going to realize that people don't always give. Like you're going to see people who have nothing to give. And, you know, there's going to be some sense too where you guys have to be careful because you guys may overspend. And I'm just saying that for some of you guys, the message coming through here, you may be overspending, and don't overspend. Like, don't get crazy. If you guys get successful and you get some money, like, don't be crazy with your money now, okay? Like, reel it back in. Like, you guys are coming into a new place where you're actually getting equal give and take for the amount of work that you're putting out, and it's because of this person that comes in, this partnership. So this could be a sponsorship. This could be somebody hiring you on for a bigger job than you've ever done, more responsibility. It's some kind of up step from where you're at, and you're feeling that finally, like, I have room to breathe. But they're saying to be careful with your money, because it's like there's going to be people who want you to invest, there's going to be people who want you to do this, and not everybody has something to give you, and so they want you to be mindful of what it is that you're giving away and what it is that you're putting your energy and time into, okay? Yeah, it's going to be a brand new beginning. And it's also, this is so interesting, it is going to make you realize that maybe you guys have a partner that's not being faithful to you, because you guys are going to be able to do things that you weren't able to do before, and that's going to give you a new sense of well-being and some profound confidence. And because of that, it's going to show the true colors of, for some of you guys, a partner you have in your life that is not being honest and faithful to you. They're putting you in third-party situations, and you're going to realize that you manifested someone who is tricky. You're going to realize that, oh wow, like, you know, I thought that they cared about me, I thought that they loved me, I thought that, you know, they wanted me, but you're going to realize that they just wanted the old you, and now that you're coming into this beautiful new energy, like, you can't help but notice the things that they're doing. Like, they don't hang out with you, like they always are late, they never have their phone on, they never answer you, they never call you when they say they're going to. I'm not saying that these are all signs of cheating, I'm just saying, you know, like, you're going to start noticing things that show that they're not being as faithful to you as you thought. And then we have Aquarius season, which is your social. A lot of clarity. So again, what was I saying? Like, you're going to realize that about the relationship that you have, and I feel like you're going to realize that about a lot of relationships in your life, friends, family, and the like. Like, you're going to be like, oh, not all of these situations are going to be real. We have the Two of Cups coming out in the upright here. Like, boom, you're going to have clarity about what love is. You guys are going to realize what love is. Like, you guys are going to understand what kind of love that you want. So it's like, even though you guys may be dealing with heartbreak over somebody who's not being faithful to you, like, it's going to bring in reality of what you truly want from a partner. You don't want someone who's shallow. You don't want someone who can't face reality and grow. You want someone who's strong, who's confident, who's honorable, who's integrable, who has good traits to them, who takes care of themselves and wants to be there with you, not wants you there just to fill a space. You know, like, you're going to realize that in the clarity here. It's like, again, a gift from Source. You guys got 3 aces coming out in your reading, so this is a huge deal. But this is going to be a gift from Source's clarity here on what real love is. And I feel like that's going to be something that's going to give you even more confidence, and you're going to be okay walking away from something that maybe hasn't served you for a while. The bangs are all up in my face, guys. It's driving me nuts. Sorry. Should have grabbed my hair tie, but I don't have it with me right now, so oh well. Maybe that's the other thing too. Maybe you guys are gonna get a haircut soon. Maybe that's why they're saying, like, making me focus on my hair. So, just you guys are gonna do something that maybe change your appearance soon. You know, an Aquarian energy is all about being unique and bold and who you are, not being afraid to show your true colors. So definitely own yourself, no matter what that is. And last, we have Pisces season, and that's your subconscious. And there's going to be some manipulations that come through, okay? But again, I feel like this is going to be rolling off from this clarity. You're going to understand that while people around you were manipulating you, I feel like more importantly, you're going to understand the manipulations that you put yourself through. Like that, like feeling like you, what we were talking about here in the beginning, like you had to give and give and give and give and give and give and give. And it wasn't even about that, right? Yeah, and you're going to find some sense of stability from this. Like, you're going to understand, like, wow, I overworked myself, and I didn't have to. Like, there was no reason to give 1,000% every day. Like, all I had to do was what I was meant to do, and I would have still been, I would have been in the same place. And, you know, like, but there's this energy of overcoming this people-pleasing energy that you guys have. And so I feel like for you guys, it's very important in the next seasons. These are some of the things that you guys could potentially go through. You're going to realize that they were never committed to you because this was not a healed situation. There was no balance here. There was no truth here. It was all about, you know, people wanting what they wanted from you, and there was no emotional fulfillment here. And so it was something that you guys had to realize for yourself to let go of. And I feel like that's the thing. Like, you guys are going to understand what it is that you want commitment-wise in your life now. And that's going to be a big deal for you guys because not everybody realizes that. Let's move on. Let's get some channeled messages for pile number 2, Source. Okay, some more. More. Okay, wow, that's a lot. I wasn't going to go for that many, but whatever. So what do we have here? Sexual healing. Yeah, so you guys are with your love or whoever you're with, you're going to learn some sexual healing. I love that confirmation coming through. That's just, you're going to realize they weren't faithful to you, and that was just something that inside you needed to heal. Crown chakra energy. Yes, I love this with the clarity. You guys are going to be given, what did I say? These are gifts from Source, and that's what's coming through your crown chakra. You know, that's energy, our ability to connect with Source energy is through our crown chakra. Vegas! So what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby. So if you're going to go on a vacation soon, get the hell out of Dodge. Go. Don't hold yourself back from that. What did I say? It felt like you guys were going to be gone traveling, and we have Vegas coming out. So another confirmation that you guys could be traveling when you meet this alliance. It's going to be away from home when you're going to meet this person that's going to build an alliance with you. I love that. When are you going to choose self-love? How much more blatant can you be, Source? Like, let's be real. Be patient. Yeah, don't try to rush any of this healing. Because everything will come in its due time. And so even if you feel stuck on someplace for a while, the reason you're stuck is because it's like really scooping out the last little bits of it so you don't have to deal with it anymore, okay? Don't put off until tomorrow what need be done today. Yeah, so again, with that energy, if you guys are done with the job that you're at, it's okay to start looking for another job before you quit this job. Like, find another secure place to go to and then up and leave, right? You've done the work, keep it up. Yeah, you guys are definitely coming into a place where you guys are putting in hard work spiritually for yourself. And I feel like it's just some kind of realization that you come into. If you haven't already, there's going to be something that changes for you guys that brings you into this realization of truly working within. Only a fool thinks they know everything. So yeah, don't be, you know, like with the job that you're at and stuff like that, if they think that they know everything or they treating you like you don't know nothing, like just remember that. Only a fool thinks they know everything. Because there's too much stuff to know in the world to be like that. And then we have addiction, and that's what I feel like you guys are addicted to people pleasing, and I feel like that's coming out just as that clarification here. It's just an old pattern. It's nothing bad, okay? Like, there are a lot of people who are like that, okay? It's no judgment on my part. I was a people pleaser before I figured that out, and it is a tough lesson to figure out, and sometimes I still go back into that energy, and I have to tell myself and remind myself, okay, you know, Becky, you got to take a step back. It's not everybody's going to love you like that, and you got to be okay with that. And sometimes it's hard. Like, but I just want people to like me. Yeah, of course you want people to like you. Everybody does. Everybody wants to be liked. But I'm for some and not for everybody, and that's okay with me. We've got the Chariot coming out. Yeah, you guys are moving away from sneaky energy. Like, you guys are learning to balance the light and the dark within you, which is the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang, depending on how you look at it. How many cards did you throw out here? Alright, I'll take them. New love. Okay. Changing your perspective, seeing things from a different place. Yeah, and being able to take action towards what you want. Like, you guys are learning how to run. It's like not run away. Like, you guys are learning how to deal with and move away from the things that you don't enjoy. Balance again. Yeah, you guys are bringing balance. We got the Two of Cups energy again, too. The Two of Hearts. This is also Temperance type energy. But this is like that energy of you guys are going to have love. You're going to have actual love. People who want to talk to you. People who want to communicate with you. People who actually want to be there for you, with you, and do things that you want to do, and they want you to enjoy the things that they want to do together, not just one person does it all, you know? I feel like for some of you guys, you're dealing with somebody that's just very, not necessarily narcissistic, but that's selfish. Yeah, moving away from fear, right? From poverty into abundance. This is like from lack into having. It's like prosperity mindset, right? Like, I feel like you're always, again, with that, when we're talking about Cancerian season, it's like that energy of like you worked so hard, but you just didn't get what you wanted. And so, but like I was saying earlier, I feel like some of you guys are dealing with somebody that's very self-centered and selfish, and you're not like that at all. We have nurturing Gaia on the bottom. It's time for you guys to nurture yourselves. Yeah, you guys are very giving, and it's just kind of baffles you when people are really selfish like that. Like, you're just kind of like, wow, okay, like, really? That's how you're going to be? We have Obberry Matriarch, and this always makes me think of the Mother Wound. We had the Mother Wound come out earlier, so another confirmation coming for you guys. So let's see, just get these out real quick. Thank you. North Node, destined to have, flipped over with Uranus. Or Uranus, I don't know how people say it. I grew up saying Uranus, so and everybody changed it because it sounds bad. But with Uranus energy, we have radically change. Yeah, so, and I believe that Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. But, yeah, you guys are moving into your North Node, right? Like, this card flipped over. They want me to talk about it right now. This is that destined to have. This is, like, your North Node is your destiny. Like, that's it. You're fulfilling your destiny. I feel like this next year, whatever you guys are going to go through, you guys are coming out into your destined energy. Like, you're going to be doing what you're destined to be doing. And that's a beautiful thing. And, okay, they want those two. And it's not been easy. I feel like you guys had to deal with a lot of upset things and a lot of fear and a lot of difficult people and difficult situations. We say loving yourself is what opens you up to the love you desire in your life. Exactly what we've been talking about. I love these confirmations. Source hitting this on the head. Source is an amazing communicator when you let them communicate with you. Like, it's great when you let them channel through you too. Everybody, is this really the one you want? Because I feel like, no. That was the same card that came out in pile number 1. Let me see if there's another card that they want. I mean, it's cool. I'll take it. I just feel like there's another card. One more time. Pile 2, Source. Not pile 1. Pile 2. Yeah, okay. I thought so. I thought there was another card. So I feel like there's a message from here, and I'll read a little bit of this one, but we'll see what the other one is here in a minute. It didn't flip over. Okay, so let's get into your oracle cards here. What do we got? Songlines, Orca, number 30. And this talks about generational curses. Like, this is something that your parents dealt with. This is something your grandparents have dealt with. This is something that you're dealing with because you're healing those generational curses. And didn't I say that earlier in the videos that you guys had? You're dealing with something that maybe your mom dealt with, or that your dad dealt with, or that you were left with to heal. It's an excellent confirmation here. Fire, passion, I say when you got this person, you're going to be in something that's so passionate, a brand new start, something that you love to do. You're going to be so excited. So yeah, maybe getting into Vegas, like, it's not going to be for all of you, but I feel like the point is that Vegas is like the adult playground. And so I feel like you need to go somewhere where you can just let loose, whether that's Atlantis, that cruise ship, or whether that's, you know, the water park, or whether that's to the beach, or whether that's to the mountains, wherever it is where you can just let loose and be yourself. It's going to allow you to open up to your passion and meet somebody that's also on a passionate journey like you. Childhood innocence. And when I said you're healing the mother wound, that's the thing. It's like you're healing that childhood wounding inside of you where you were always having to deal with something. You weren't being nurtured the way that you needed to. And so you learned from your mother to nurture everybody else the way that you wanted to be nurtured. And that's a childhood wound. And so you're finally shedding light on that inner child within you. Beautiful energy. Beautiful. What do we got here? Luna. We have number 24, excuse me, which is 6 in balance. And this is your again, the mother energy coming through, right? The moon energy coming through here. I'll read a little bit of this one. 24. Her name depicts her connection is to our moon and the phases within it. The mother figure in our lives, and due to her watery nature, she connects to our emotions, creativity, and of course, water. Her arrival in your cards is to prompt to fully feel your emotions, particularly if you've been ducking and avoiding their messages to your consciousness. She urges you to look at them and examine them and own them and release what you no longer need. She says if you've been feeling overwhelmed, it is okay to ask for help. That is not weakness. It is acknowledgement that you've been strong for far too long on your own. You can only fully be who you want to be when you embrace and acknowledge what it is that you really feel. Then, and only then, can true transformation take place. Okay, so and we have the moon come out in the reverse in your reading too, which talks about the mother wound and figuring out those deep subconscious wounds that you have and healing them and actually dealing with the emotions. If you don't deal with those emotions, they will overwhelm you. So we have blessings, which come in the form of raised vibration, spiritual growth, new perspective, and letting go of old limiting beliefs. And I love this confirmation. This came out earlier in your reading. So, and then we have hummingbird, messages from Source that you are healing. Yes. Love that. Source wants to connect with you guys. And you've given up because of perceived defeat. Yeah, so there's just something here that you guys feel defeated about, that it's just kind of like you're throwing in the towel. But I feel like, again, that could be where things kind of go south with whatever it is that's coming in Virgo season. But whatever it is, guys, it's going to be a blessing in disguise. So let me read a little bit of Pandora's Gift, and then we'll see what other card you got. So I don't feel like this is the main focus. I do feel like there's something they want me to tell you from this, though. You are breaking free from the weighty criticisms of the world, from the power games that bore you senseless, and from the insanity of the sacrilegious priorities in the world. Dare to disobey anything and everything that is not divine. Pandora is the leader of your soul revolution. She defies the vicious judgment of history and all that has been said about her. She shrugs off misery and despair and the weight of the world to recognize that she is the bearer of true and beautiful light, of peace, comfort, hope, and reassurance. With her oracle comes the realization that you too are a divinely divine believer in hope who shall cast off the works of anyone who seeks to torment you. Yeah, so I believe that's what they want you guys to know. It's just like you guys are in a place right now where you're just throwing off the shade. Like, people aren't kind to you, they're not appreciative of you. Cool. Later. Nice. And we've got Dream a Beautiful Dream. This is the card they wanted for you for sure. I love this. These cards are so beautiful. It says the urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order in chaos. This includes bringing harmony and perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. This is also a part of you that wants to dream of beauty and bring it to life in as many ways as possible. It's in how you eat, you dress, you look, you behave, you make love, create art, relate to your community, write your poetry by the moonlight or bathe in candlelight. Something very powerful about the moon. You guys should do moon rituals. I think that is so powerful for you. Yet beauty, or you may believe it to be an unworthy goal. Well, where was I? Oh, I'm sorry. If you have come to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may have blocked your ability to create harmony in your life. You may believe it to be an unworthy goal, yet beauty, genuine beauty, rather than superficial glamour, flows from within. It is an expression of radiance from the heart and a love of life. If you have struggled with obsessive attitudes towards beauty that tends to prevail in human culture, then it is time to look to nature instead. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, and endlessly diverse, and if you feel blocked, thwarted, or contaminated by others in your quest to bring your beautiful dreams to life, you may feel that your heart is dulled, minimized, or shut down. Small-mindedness can limit beauty to a very narrow physical sense. However, you can shun the social disease of superficial, narrow definitions of beauty and thumb your nose at the airbrushed images and dare to love what is. Honoring nature is one example. Give yourself permission to feel and be beautiful in many ways. You can feel harmony outside of what is supposed to be harmonious. If you are brave and wild enough, you can even find beauty and harmony amongst the chaos of change, sensing that change is just a creative process kicking into gear, realizing that nothing to fear brings even greater beauty, harmony, surrender, and grace to the experience of life creating itself in more stunning forms through you. You are meant to dream of beauty and to create beauty in its far more holistic and creative definition. Beauty is meant to soothe the soul, inspire thoughts of love, devotion, and appreciation to the balance of the nervous system, and to balance the nervous system. These are healing effects, healings for the creator and for those who receive it. They are worthwhile. They are not meaningless, impractical, flippant, or trivial. A world without the beauty of art in all its various and unique interpretations would be less colorful, less vibrant, less cheeky, and less healing place to be. So you guys are coming up into a lot of healing energy. You guys have this beautiful energy about speaking your truth coming through here. And I just feel like your light is needed on the world. Like if you look at this drop of light, it's like affecting the world and making it shine. And I feel like that's it. Like you guys are here to bring something new to the matrix of life. Like I said, like if you learned how to love yourself the way that you want to love everybody else, like the world would just be such a great place. And it's because you have something so beautiful to offer. So this is what I have for you guys, Pile 2. I love the unique confirmations that came out in your guys' reading. Just so beautiful. I hope that this helps. Please hit that thumbs up button if this resonates. You're more than welcome to leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. I'm always uploading every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And may you guys have love and light fall down upon you. May you guys be blessed with the understanding that your self-love is the most contagious, worthwhile, beautiful love there is to give. And once you give it to yourself, you will have so much to give to the world. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. But until we meet each other again, mwah. Bye, guys. Welcome, Pile 3, to your Zodiac spread reading. So, guys, I got a channeled message before we get into it. This is for those of you that chose the aquamarine. I haven't drawn your cards yet. I'm going to go draw your cards in just a minute, but I just had a channeled message before I forgot. I wanted to bring it on. They're saying that you guys are concerned about happy connections, and you have a fear right now moving on. Like, I feel like you guys were channeled to reach out to somebody and you're afraid to reach out to them. And so they're saying that it's okay to reach out to them, to stop living in the fear of what could happen, because you guys are healers, and to focus on healing rather than on what the connection could bring. So there's no need to have an expectation for the connection. Rather, it's about you guys sinking into the fact that you guys are healers and you're bringing healing energy. So I don't know why, but that was the channel message that I got for you guys. You guys are the only ones that I got a channel message for. So I will be right back. I'm going to go and draw your cards, okay? So give me just a minute. Okay, guys, I got your cards. Sorry, I needed to make sure I got you guys your channel message before I forgot. But they are saying, so I want to go over the overall energy before I lay out your guys' spread here, or I guess I can do it while I'm laying out your spread. But you guys, the reason you're afraid to reach out to this person, I don't feel like it's a romantic interest. It could turn into a romantic interest, but it is more about you guys had a friendship built with this person that was built on an unstable ground. It was not very stable at all. There was a lot of upset that was down. I feel like you guys maybe had a lot of expectations of them. They had a lot of expectations of you, and it fell apart. And that is why you guys are afraid to reach back out to them, because it's like, I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to have to, have my heart broken again for whatever reason. And they're saying that the thing is that if you guys reach out to them, you guys will be friends, and it will be a friendship, like, it will be an interesting friendship. Like, it'll actually be a lot more stable than it was before. So this is for only some of you guys. I don't feel like this is going to be for all of you guys, but I do feel like this is something for all of you guys. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it was just really upsetting. I feel like maybe you guys expected to love each other, and it didn't work out like that. You guys expected it to be a lot more than what it was, and it really just needed to be a friendship because you guys are on common ground. It's not to say that it won't grow into something more, because it could absolutely grow into something more, but right now their main focus is that if you reach out, not to have any expectations, but to go ahead and reach out, because I think you might be surprised. And don't pressure a relationship here. Like, just reach out as a friend, like, hey, I miss talking to you. Like, I want to make sure you're okay. Like, what's going on, okay? So, let's see what's going on, guys. We've got Aries energy. I'm just going to go through the spread here. We've got Aries energy. We've got your personality. You guys are on the path. So, I heard on the war path. That's what I heard right now. Like, you guys are just really giving it out. You guys give me shaman energy. So whether you're a shaman or not, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, that's the energy coming through. You guys could be Reiki healers or just healers. You guys focus on chakras. You guys focus on, yoga, whatever it is. You guys focus on healing of the body, mind, and soul. Like, you guys are definitely, and you're on the war path to your journey right now, and you guys are very strong and stable and courageous in the way that you approach things. And so Source is helping you with this. I feel like Source is giving you a one-up here right now in the journey, and it's because you've had so many things fall apart. You guys are on a creative journey right now, and you guys have had things fall apart. You've had people leave your life. You've had people who have maybe said some really bad things to you, really mean things to you, and broken your heart. And maybe that's why you're afraid to reach out to this person. But you guys do have on-point intuition, so listen to that, okay? Like, it is on point. Make sure you guys listen to that stuff. And, yeah, you guys are definitely on this energy of, like, dealing with people who maybe did you wrong in the past, and you guys are trying to overcome that right now. Very, very much a healing energy coming from within, and that's why I feel like that shaman, maybe you guys aren't shamans, but you're going to a shaman to have healing done. But there's this deep, deep energy that's coming through right now that's like, you guys are trying to figure out the next level of your journey. Yeah, you guys were holding in a lot of burdens, and that's why you guys want to heal. And I feel like the thing is you were healing in a lot of burdens when it had to come with what you were manifesting in your life. You had a lot of people who took advantage of you, and it had to come down to the fact that you weren't nurtured as a child, and you weren't able to see the red flags and the dangers that people were bringing into your life. And dangers could just include, people who lied and manipulated and stole and hurt you. And a lot of that came from family wounds. And you dealt with a lot of people who were emotionally unavailable. And I feel like that's the same thing here. It's like you don't want to reach out to this friend because you're trying to put them into this energy. And you have options. Like, that's the thing. It's like, regardless of what happens here, I don't think Source is saying, like, it's a go, it's a not go, it's whatever. It's like, you have options, but you need to trust your intuition. And that's the thing. It's like, if you don't trust your intuition, you'll never be able to trust the journey. And so it's so important for you. And I feel like that's exactly why they said, started off your reading with you're on the warpath. It's because you're really trying to trust yourself and to trust your intuition. And so your personality right now is revolving around your intuition, and it's changing. I feel like your personality is changing, but you're very much in this energy of taking action toward yourself and healing those parts of yourself that were very much felt broken. Not broken, but they felt broken, right? So we have Taurian energy in your the financial aspect, and we have Taurus energy coming out with the Pope in the reverse. It's been really hard for you to commit to what you want. I feel like you're one of those people that, like, you love everything, and so you dabble in everything, and you weren't clear on what you wanted, and so you let other people determine what was going to be good for you, and so it made you feel stuck a lot and unclear about what it is that you wanted. You want this sense of freedom, you want this sense of accomplishment, you want this sense of stability in your life, but it's like you've always been listening to your fear of what other people have thought about you and not letting yourself shine so bright, and you have this beautiful energy to offer. And it's like, that's what your finances are tied to. It's like, it's okay that things have fallen apart. It's okay that things have gone awry, because it's teaching you how to complete a cycle. This is a very, very deep cycle that you need to complete here. And so it's very important for you guys to continue focusing on your healing no matter what happens. Okay, no matter what happens, if you do reach out to this person, you don't, whatever happens outside of you, whatever happens around you, it is very important for you guys to continue to focus on yourself and your healing and doing what is best for you, right? Because you've outgrown the situation. Yeah, okay. You've outgrown the situation, and it's time for you guys to be your own hero, and this is you rushing in on something that's unclear, like unclear and unbalanced. Okay. Because of sexual energy and frustration. Okay. So that's it. Maybe it's like, maybe you're afraid that that's what it's going to be like again, but in the past, that's what it was. It's like you've outgrown a situation, rushing in, and you're not clear about what's going to happen, and you're like, but it was imbalanced in the past because all that was there was that sexual energy and frustration, and they had nothing to give me. But see, that was back before you had healed. That was back before you had healed, and you're a healer. And so there might be something that you need to pass on. And it's not even about charging this person or getting money from this person. This is about you guys passing on a gift that you've been given. And if it's not reciprocated, then you know. But it's sometimes it's important to follow those little aspects of intuition, because you're impacting the world in a different way. Okay. So we have Gemini energy, which is your communication. You guys fight a lot with authoritative figures. So this could be a parent, this could be a grandparent, this could be a boss. It's not like you guys have drag out fights, but you guys do not agree. You do not agree, and that shows that you guys do not agree. And because of that, like, it causes a lot of strife in your life right now. And so there's a need to protect yourself. May I please have a clarifying card for this source? Thank you. There's a need to protect yourself from their future attacks, because they're gonna, yeah, they're toxic. Ooh, child, this situation is toxic. It's important to protect yourself from whoever it is that makes you feel stressed out. It's important to protect yourself from old habits. It's important to protect yourself from situations that people are just trying to hold things over your head, because I feel like that's exactly what's been happening here. It's like somebody's trying to hold something over your head. Somebody's trying to make you feel bad. They want you to exalt them. They want you to see them in a light that they're not in. They want you to validate them. They want you to just be basically their little bee. You know, like they want you to do everything for them, and there's no balance here. And so it's important for you to protect yourself, because this person's going to say whatever it is. This is a really sad situation. I'm sorry that you guys are dealing with. This is somebody that's in your current energy, not somebody you're reaching out to. This is somebody in your current energy that's very toxic. He said, I feel like this could be a boss. I really am getting this energy. This could be a boss that's like this. This could be, again, a parent. It could be a grandparent. It could be, you know, just somebody that you see with some authority in your life. This could even just be a partner that you have. You know, again, you have partnerships failing here in the very beginning. And so as we carry on the story, this could be somebody that's got you in a third-party situation. This could be somebody that wants you in a third-party situation. This could be somebody that, a lot of third-party situation here, like they're giving work to someone else, they're sleeping with someone else. This is a really weird situation here. There's no love. It's one-sided love. And heartbreak. And a need to start over and start fresh, because the only reason that you're staying, or that this person is staying, no, I feel like this is the only reason that you're staying, is because of financial situation. But this person is very manipulative of you. This person's super manipulative of you. And they take your money, and they expect you, or that they sign your paycheck and they expect you to do whatever they want. Like, that's the energy that's coming through. This is weird. So it's important for you to be honest with yourself. That's what Source is saying overall. Your communication, Gemini season, is important for you to be communicative with yourself, to be honest with yourself. What do I need? What do I want? What will make me feel centered and happy? Because this is not a good situation. So you guys have definitely felt the pressure of others before in the past, when they've like been overbearing. That's the energy here. They've been overbearing to you, and they've taken over a lot, and it's not a good situation. They keep tabs on you too. This person keeps tab on you, but I feel like they do whatever they judge you for, whatever they do to you, like they are, it's because they're doing it themselves, like whatever. Okay, I'm sorry, let me get this together. If they're accusing you of cheating and it's a relationship, they're only accusing you of cheating because they're cheating. Okay, if it's a boss accusing you of not doing work, it's only because they're not doing work. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, whatever they're accusing you of, it's because they're doing it. And it's not a good situation. And you're aware of it, but you're afraid to feel into what you feel, because I think you intuitively know what is right for you. Like, you know what is good for you. You know what you need to do, but it's scary because it means that you have to get out of your comfort zone. And this is something that you've done for a long time. Like, I feel like you've been there for a while, and to start over makes you feel like you failed in some way, shape, or form. But are you really going to stay in a situation where it's one-sided love? Or where it's only one-sided anything? Like, it could just be somebody that's just, again, expecting the world from you because they're giving you something, but they're only giving you what they have to give you. You know what I mean? Like, it's by law. They have to give you that. So again, that's not a good situation. That's very one-sided. It's like you're the one putting in all the effort, and they're just like expecting you to keep putting in effort. That's insane. What you get yourself into, pile 3? Like, you guys are, they've all been off the wall, but this is I don't like this energy. This is like somebody that's borderline narcissistic if they've not been diagnosed narcissistic. And that's not to say that they are. I'm just saying that everybody has narcissistic traits, but this person really relies on those traits to get themselves through life. Interesting energy. Interesting energy. So Cancer season, we have home, and the star in the reverse came out here. You feel hopeless. Hopeless and broken and lost in your home. Like, I mean, so either this is a home situation. I do feel like this is I don't know, I feel like there's something here that is, it's playing in. So maybe your home situation is broken. This is what's going on, why you can't communicate, and it's affecting your job, it's affecting your work. But there's this energy of like you can't move, like you can't move one way or the other. You're giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and all you're receiving is somebody just looking over your shoulder every step of the way, and being rude and ruthless and negative. Like this person is super negative. Oh my gosh, yeah. This is something that you would have to go to court for. Like this is a court situation. This is something that if you let go of at home, you may have to get a divorce, or there may be custody involved, or there may be something like that. And you're very defensive about this, and that's okay. That is okay. I want you to know that whatever you feel, it's okay. It's not a bad thing, okay? It's just that you're really defensive about this because it's a sensitive topic. Okay, maybe it's not something that you've dealt with in your family before. Maybe your whole family is married, or maybe they've all gotten divorced and you said you were going to be the one that wasn't. And, you know, maybe they've all had custody situations and you said you were going to be the one that didn't, and now you are. And it's like you don't want to face that reality, but you also don't want to see them for who they are. Like you keep brushing it under the rug. You keep brushing it under the table. Like, oh, well, if I just keep turning the other cheek, like one day they're going to understand how much I love them. From personal experience, no, that is not how it works, okay? Yeah. Especially when you have an opportunity to move towards something that makes you emotionally happy. Like there's someone or something here. Maybe that's the person that I was talking about in the beginning. Again, this channel message came through so strong. Maybe that's the thing. It's like this someone that you can build with and move towards, that's not negative, that is stable, that has a good mindset, that has a good idea and outlook on life. But it all comes down to you working on yourself. Like that's the most important thing here is you guys working on yourself. And I can't make this up. Okay, so the card on the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords upright, and we have the Five of Swords upright being your next card. Beautiful confirmation here. Beautiful confirmation. So when you guys deal with this, it is Leo season, and that's your leisure. But honestly, like, let me just talk about what they're saying here, because regardless of what the spread says, it's like, this is you guys, once you deal with this, once you realize who this person is, that this person is jealous because you're able to make more money than they are, you're better at whatever it is that you do than they are, like you have a better sense of things than they do. It's like this is a thing that happens and they use that to manipulate you. And wow, this is intense. Okay, I need a breath. I'm sorry, this is super intense, guys. I don't like energy like this, but it comes out because this is, you want to believe people are good, and this is sometimes the people that you get are like this. It's just not good. But they use everything in their power against you, and it's like they're holding one thing over your head, but they have another individual tied to this situation. And so they're jealous about you, and they're jealous about everything that you have, that you're able, even if you're the one that's providing for them, they're jealous that you're the one that's providing for them. Even if you're like, no, that's cool, like that's what I signed up for, like that's what I thought this was all about. And it's like they're not okay with that. Like this person is not okay with the fact that you're with that. So what's going to happen is in Leo season, like you're going to find some sense of clarity, and you're going to see the negativity and the anger and the anguish that this person brings into your life, and you're just going to pick up your sword of truth and passion and be like, look, I'm not ready to deal with this like this any longer. Like I can't sit here and let you be this way in my life. And justice is going to be served. So you probably are going to file whatever it is that you've been needing to file. I'm sorry, I got to change position here, guys. I got to move my legs. I feel like you guys, and this happened in pile 2, so you guys might resonate with pile 2. You might not. This is kind of completely different than pile 2, but this particular thing that I'm feeling, it's in my thighs, and so I feel like you guys have anger towards your father, and I feel like that is what's fueling this whole situation, where it's like you never were able to stand up to your father, and so now you guys are having a situation where it's hard for you to actually confront people in your life. And again, that might not resonate for everybody. That is just a message that's coming through here. But what's going to happen in Leo season is you're going to find some sense of balance, and justice, and you're going to start looking at things clearly. You're going to be like, okay, like I see things now, and you're going to realize that this situation is not something that you want to be participating in. Why? Because you need to heal. You need to heal from this love, and they broke your trust. Like, this person, you gave them everything, and they broke your trust, and they're keeping you in an illusion of false happiness and false, like, it's like they want you to believe that this is happiness. Look at all these reversals coming out through the Two of Cups, Judgment, Nine of Coins. These are all reversed. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups and we have the Ten of Cups, all reversed here. Okay, and this message, just in a nutshell, I mean, I could get really deep into this, but I'm not going to. But this in a nutshell is saying that they like keeping you in this upset energy because they see how bright you shine. And so keeping you brokenhearted means that you won't heal. Okay? This is a thought process that they're holding. They believe that they can control you by keeping this illusion up of false happiness, right? And this, you'd say, well, it should be in the upright. No, this is an illusion. This is dual illusion coming through here. Because they want you to keep falling from grace. They want you to keep staying in this crazy energy of hurt and pain because it makes them feel like they're in control. And you're trying so hard, Pile 3. Like, you're really trying so hard. And so I feel like this is the energy that you're going to go through over the next year or the next few months. Again, energy healing takes different time frames. So don't say, oh, this is exactly what's going to happen every month, every season. It's just knowing that it takes time, and so you could deal with this in 6 months. You could deal with this in a year and a half. Regardless, it doesn't matter. But this is the energy. It's like the timeline of the story. It's going to be like this, and you know, maybe this is you doing this to another person, but I don't feel like this. I really feel like this is you guys. This is happening to you guys, and I feel like it's important for you guys to understand that you have control as long as you take control, and you don't have to put up with somebody just because you put a ring on it or just because they put a ring on it doesn't mean you owe them your life, especially if it's borderline abusive, and that's the energy that's coming through here. And if it's a job, just because they sign your paycheck does not mean that you got to stick it out. We had 23:23 on the clock. You guys won't see that, but it is 23:23 on the clock, and I feel like that's a important number for you guys. You guys don't have to give them everything just because they sign your paycheck. You know, there are other jobs out there who will appreciate you and treat you like a human being. You don't have to go through this energy. And I feel like you guys in Leo season are going to find that out about yourself, and you're going to figure that out. And that's a beautiful place to be at. So we have career, Virgo energy next, and you guys are repressing this energy. And because you guys have repressed this energy, so you're going to have a moment of clarity. Okay, and after that moment of clarity, it's like the next moment is coming into where you're going to realize the only reason I feel like you guys are staying in the position that you have is because of this person. And you guys are going to realize, like, holy moly, like, I don't actually like doing what I'm doing. Like, yeah, I said I did. I said I enjoyed it. I said I really wanted to do this. Like, I really got involved in it, blah, 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 whatever. But you guys are going to realize that you're repressing a lot of hurt and emotions and things. And I feel like that's where this other person comes in, is that they're going to help you overcome that. And I don't think, like, you've realized how many demons you have inside. Like, what's that song? Kill the demons. Kill the demons. I don't know the words, but I just heard that, like, right now. I just heard it. That's why they wanted me to say kill the demons. Like, you haven't, I wish I could, 'cause with you I feel something real. Oh, if you guys know the song, put it down in the comments. I really cannot remember it. I hear it, and I hear the song, and so I feel like that's the thing. It's like you had to kill these demons to finally figure out that with this person you feel something real. But you guys were both in such a bad position that's why you guys put so much pressure on it before. It had to be sex. It had to be this. It had to be that. And that's not what it is. That's not what it is at all. And so you guys are realizing a lot about yourself come Virgo season. We're where you find a spiritual growth. You're going to have a spiritual growth all of a sudden. And you guys are going to come up into a huge awareness and balance. But equally so, you're going to be going through a lot of financial upset. Okay, and that's not to make you guys feel bad. It's not to make you feel panicked or anything like that. What it is saying, it's like you guys are going to realize what you guys are doing. And I feel like that's a financial upset. It's like what you're doing for money is not what you want to do. And you're going to, it's like you haven't made the effort to do the thing that you want to do, even though you know, but you're not making the effort to do that because there's this blockage here that's keeping you from doing it. So maybe it's music, or maybe it's drawing, or maybe it's painting or poetry or whatever it is. It's like you guys aren't doing it because you're dealing with too much other outside stuff going on here. Yeah. And you guys are going to persevere. I love this because we have the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Swords, come out in the reverse with the Devil. That's what we were talking about. You guys are going to overcome this Queen of Swords energy, this person who's cold and belligerent towards you and is just not very nice at all. And you're going to realize you want to move away from the instability. And yeah, it's going to feel like everything in your world is falling apart, but it's hopeless love. It's hopeless love, and you know it, and it's empty love. There's not, it's unreal. It's unrealistic. There's nothing there that's stable or capable of even having that. And so you guys are going to finally overcome, and it's because of perseverance that you guys are going to succeed. It's like you guys really have put a lot of energy into this person, and then it's like something's going to shift, and I feel like you guys are going to shift it back towards yourself over the next year, in the next 6 months, really, right? So I really feel like that. And again, time is fluid. Time is really non-existent, and so you can't put a number, oh, that's going to happen August 18th. Oh, that's going to happen, September 9th. Oh, that's going to happen, you can't say that. Like, that's not, people who try to give you dates, like, it's so silly because time really isn't, it doesn't exist. It exists only in human mind, and so you can't put a time on it. So it's basically like a clock and a cog. And what happens is that once one turns, it starts turning the others. And so that's what happens. It's like you're turning the first cog, and when you turn the first cog, it touches the second one, and the second one starts turning, and then it starts this chain reaction. And so that's exactly what healing is like. It's like you have to take that first step in order for it to start moving along, and you can't say, oh, that one step is going to get you to the end. No, you got to go through the system. You got to go through the whole situation. But yeah, you guys are going to come up into this healing period. It's not going to feel like you're healing, but it's going to be a sudden spiritual development on your journey, and it's just going to be like a new perspective on what it is that's going on. And it's really going to make your world feel like it's falling apart. Really is. But you guys are going to have a lot of strength, and you're going to understand it. I feel like you're a sound decision. The Lover card in my deck is, and you got it both times. It's up here too in the upright. So 3 cards away from the one in the upright over here. But the Lover card is connected to Hercules and his decision between going towards passion and lust, or his decision between going through something that is sound and mature and enlightenment and wisdom. What does he choose? And he's not sure, but he makes his decision, right? And that's the story that's behind it. And so it's like, I feel like that's what you're going through. It's like, do I go through lust and passion, what I've dealt with, right? Because I feel like this person holds sex over your head. Maybe you guys have a really good sex together, but there's nothing there. It's just empty. That's all it is. It's just sex. It's nothing more. And so I feel like you're going to have a decision to make where, what do I choose? What's best for me? And you're going to choose enlightenment, because the Lovers is in the upright. You're not going to let that defeat you on your journey. So your relationships, yeah, you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. You don't have to be, but that is the energy that's been coming out pretty consistent throughout the reading here. But this person's, okay, I almost said repulsive. So for me, yes. For you, no. Okay, but this person is impulsive. They're shallow. They are quick to make something happen, and then they don't follow through with it. This person likes to see... Wow, are you going to let me say it? Let me take a drink of water. Okay. They love to see you in a chaotic situation. They love to see you away from your creations. They love keeping you in a box. And that's your relationships right now. And so let's get this clarifying card out and see what's going on. Yeah, and you feel spiritually defeated about it. Like you do. You feel lost and like nothing of luck is happening. But this is just a cycle for you. This is something that you're going to complete. You're going to transform it, and something bigger is going to happen. And I feel like that bigger is that you're going to be happy and stable, and this person is going to be mad because you never used to have boundaries, and suddenly you're going to have boundaries, and you're going to be stable, and you're going to be bringing in the dough without them. Like, that's the thing. It's like going to be without them, and that's a big transformation for you. And this person's going to be mad, and they're going to try and approach you and offer you something that's what they've always offered you: shallow and conceited and nothing of value and empty, lustful. Like, let me give you what I think you want so that you'll give me exactly what I want, and then I can just discard you like trash. But you realize that, and that's what makes you feel so defeated. And that's that relationship energy. It's like you just feel like ready to give up on it, and it's not a good place to be at, right? But it's a learning place. And so while it's hard, you guys are learning something that's very valuable here, and that's a beautiful thing, regardless of how hard the situation is, okay? Yeah, I was thinking about, no, I don't want another one. What's hidden? We have Scorpio season. What's hidden is the fact that this person only wants sex with you. Like, I feel like, again, you feel the dissonance in the situation. Like, you definitely feel this inequality in what you give and take, but I feel like what's hidden from you is that all they want is sex, and they've only approached this relationship from a sexual standpoint. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you may be married to this person, okay? And again, I'm not here trying to break up anybody. You have complete control over your life, whether a tarot reader or a psychic, whatever comes in and tells you anything. You have free will. You have discernment, and you can make your choices based on your intuition. So do not ever throw that away, no matter what anybody says. But I'm going to tell the story like it's coming out. You may be married to this person, or you're at least in deep, okay? You're in deep. And what you thought is that this person loved you, but what's being hidden from you is that this person is very sexual by nature. And that's, like I said, I feel like they're got you in third-party situations. There's this energy of third-party situation, third-party situation, third-party situation. And the reason being is because they don't want you to come up into your enlightenment. They don't want you to know. They're like praying to God that you never find out about their fun flings on the side. So maybe they hang out with their friends a lot. Well, they're not actually hanging out with their friends. They're going and doing something on the side, okay? And I'm not here to make you feel like, oh, you need to approach them like that. This is just a warning to pay attention to the red flags. May I please have a clarifying card for this? Thank you. Yeah. So secrets will be revealed. This is something subconsciously that I feel like you've known for a long time. You've been aware of this. You have understood that this is happening. You've seen it happen, but you have like basically turned away and shied away from it. It's like, maybe if I turn my head the other way, like it's not actually happening, you know, like, or maybe I'm just being a jealous person, or maybe I'm just being unreasonable. That's why I said I feel like this person has narcissistic energy, because I feel like you maybe have confronted them about it and they made you feel crazy that you felt that way. And I'm telling you, pile 3, your intuition is on point. Like your intuition, not when you get stuck in your head and you're like, oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. What I'm saying is when you get those intuitive insights and then you push them away and you're like, no, that's just me being crazy. Like that, your intuition is on point. Like you are very intuitive and you're not giving yourself enough credit for it. My apologies. I'm trying to fix the lighting here. And so what's going on here is that I feel like you guys have known this about this person for a long time, and you know that they're keeping you stuck here. And the thing is that you're going to have some kind of wisdom come through. Look, I didn't even know that the Popess was there. Okay, that's like the High Priestess card. Super intuitive, can see behind the veil. Okay, someone who understands. They want you to be confident in your intuitive insight. Didn't I say that earlier? And here we have confirmation here. They want you to be 100% sure in your intuitive insight, because you are intuitive, pile 3. You know what's going on. You're aware of what's going on. But the problem is that every time this person brings a lot of drama and chaos into your life, you take 5 steps back, and that makes you feel like you're failing. Because then you start to question your intuition. It's like you question your intuition when this person makes you feel crazy. You question yourself when this person says, no, that's not right. You question yourself when this person does. Do you see the pattern? You're questioning yourself over this person. If this person wasn't there, you'd trust your intuition just fine. But right now, it's like they want you to understand that something's going to happen in Scorpio season that's going to bring intuitive knowledge to you. And the intuitive knowledge is to say, hey, this person is just wanting you for sex. This person only wants you for physical, pleasure. They want you for their own physical fulfillment, and they don't want you for anything else. And you're going to realize that and bring yourself into a nurturing energy. Okay? So Sagittarius energy, we have culture. We have the Lover coming out again. Your culture, I feel like you're going to connect with somebody who's very spiritual by nature. Like they see things completely different. They don't see things the same way you do. Okay, no. But they see things so broad and so wide that it kind of makes you feel like you're finally being accepted, because it's like, oh, somebody who's as weird and as a nut job as I am, okay? But in a good way, right? In a good way. And so your culture is that you're coming into a place of spiritual enlightenment, and this person's going to help you see things from a much bigger perspective. And they're going to help you run in and save yourself. Like, I feel like this person's going to help you see that it's okay for you to save yourself from a situation of where somebody's judging you and misleading you and being a bigot, right? Judging you for the things that they're doing. They're blaming you for the things that they're doing. That's very narcissistic, okay? Again, I'm not here to diagnose anybody. I'm just saying that's a very narcissistic trait where somebody says, oh, you're cheating, but they're saying it to you when they're the ones that are doing it, right? And so they're going to show you the culture that you're coming into with the Sagittarian energy is somebody that's going to help you learn how to save yourself. It could be a Sagittarius, it could be a Gemini. I love that the Lover came out in this place, because Gemini is the exact opposite of Sagittarius on the Zodiac wheel. And so you have this person is going to be completely different than anything that you've ever realized. They could be an Aquarius. They don't have to be. But we do have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy all right next to each other right here, okay? So I feel like this person is going to be they could be air dominant, okay, or somebody who's very airy, like somebody who disassociates well and just realizes that it doesn't matter how another person is as long as you take care of yourself. But they're going to show you something on how to rush in and deal with this situation head on so that you bring some sort of balance. Yeah, because right now this person relies on you wanting their approval, and it's time for you to journey into something new. But you feel like you have too much responsibility. Oh my goodness. Is it responsibility or is it an excuse? I can't answer that for you. Is it responsibility though, or is it an excuse? And that's something that you should ask yourself, right? Because this person relies on you wanting their approval, and you do. You want their approval. You want them to like you. You want them to love you. Of course you do, especially if you're married. Of course you want them to love you. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Why wouldn't you want them to love you? That's crazy. But you rely on them liking you in some way, shape, or form, and that is scary, because it's like telling you, they're saying it's time for you to listen to your intuition and make a change for you. Okay? This is just a part of the journey. That's it. It's just something that you're learning. Okay, your achievements. We have Capricorn energy in here. We have Justice in the reverse. Okay, this is energy of like, again, that bigoted energy. This is like their your achievements or realization of this person. I feel like, and that might not seem like a huge achievement, but to be honest with you, that's going to help you get through and beyond this. And I feel like this is something you just keep showing up to every day. The problem is, here's the problem. This person is controlling. They're manipulative. They want you to do what they want you to do. They want, when they say jump, they want you to say, how high, baby? And they're going to tell you, I want you to jump 10 feet. And you're like, I can't jump 10 feet. And they're like, too bad, you got to jump 10 feet. You ask me how high, I want you to jump 10 feet. And you're going to be over there like, so you want me to jump off a building? And they're going to be like, yeah, figure it out, okay? And the problem is that you put them on a pedestal, and your achievement is this, okay? Like, again, let's reel it back a little bit. We kind of know the energy of this reading, how it's going. But what's going to happen is that your achievement is going to be figuring out that when they're accusing you of things, they're actually making a confession. And in doing so, you're going to start finding your own strength to become a leader within your life. And that's really going to weigh on them. Okay, that's going to make them feel bad. It's going to make them feel terrible. Like, they're going to do everything in their power to make you go back to the way things were. They've got you inside this little box, and they don't want you to get out of this box. They want you to feel bad. They want you to feel defeated. They want you to feel hopeless, because when you feel like that, then you will do what they want you to do. And then we have that father energy coming out again. And I feel like this person, and it doesn't matter, you could be a man or a woman watching this. This person that you're dealing with is very masculine by trait, right? They could be a masculine sign. They could be, so it's air or fire. Or they could just have very masculine traits, right? Like very controlling, always got to be the boss. Like, women can be masculine too. They can be relying on their masculine energies, just like men can be reliant on their feminine energies. Like, it doesn't matter. And I feel like you're more soft and fluid, and it doesn't matter what your sign is or anything like that. It's just like you're more caring and loving and gentle, and this person's very hard and rough and like no, and you're like yes, right? Like, that diversity is there. And so this person relies on that, and then all of a sudden you're going to heal that part of yourself when you see this achievement as it is, and that's just the lesson, and finding stability with yourself and ending a karmic situation. Well, they want these two. What did I say? You guys are super loving. We had the Queen of Cups come out on the bottom in the upright with the Six of Wands. Yeah, and then you guys are going to have this alliance in your life where you can actually share your love with somebody who actually loves a lot too. Right? And that's going to be different for you. It's going to be like you're actually letting go of karmic cycles fully. And this is something that once you complete, you're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to feel more stable within yourself. And you're going to feel like it was always your job to protect yourself. You just didn't know how. And it took somebody else coming into your life. Maybe this person, maybe not. Okay, I can't say that it's going to be this person for sure. I'm just saying that was the channel message that you guys had. But the thing is, it's going to take somebody else coming into your life teaching you about this. And you're going to realize that you were powerful all along, and you just allowed someone else to tell you you weren't. And it might make you feel bad, but that's okay. Like, it's okay to feel that way. What's important is that you don't stay there, right? You feel it, and then you let it go and be like, you know what? But I learned my lesson, and I'm grown, and I'm a grown person now, and I'm moving on. Right? So you're going to move on, and that's beautiful. So we have Aquarian season, which is your social life. We have a completion. You guys are completing. You guys are feeling so good about yourself, and you guys are learning how to control your journey and manifest what you want. You guys are learning how to be prudent in life, and you guys are learning about the cardinal virtues, like, you know, and these things about being able to have your strength, your courage, your stability, to rely on the darkness and to bring in the light. It's like all these beautiful things, and to rely on your truth of self. And I feel like this is energy of you guys learning how to really lean into your intuition. It's like you've been denying yourself your intuitive energy for so long, like, and there's no, you don't need to anymore. You don't need to anymore. Yeah, and that comes from family. The karmic cycle comes from family. The completion of this ancestral curse that you've been holding on to. And maybe that's the other thing that you're afraid to deal and face with, is because if you have to let go of this person, it means you have to tell your family that it didn't work out. And maybe your family likes this person, or maybe they really appreciate this person, or maybe they're, you know, down with the clown. And you're like, no, like, you guys don't get it. Like, they don't see what goes on behind closed doors. People like this are really good at putting on a good face out in public. And when they're behind closed doors, they're a totally different person. Controlling. They want your money. They don't want you to see that they... Look at this. We have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Coins, the Strength, and we have the Ace of Cups. All in the reverse, right? All in the reverse. They don't want people to see they're controlling. They don't want people to see that they don't think it's fair that you're the one that's bringing in the dough. They don't want people to see how they're treating you. They don't want people to see that you have given everything to them. They don't want people to see that they're a jerk. They don't want people to see that. So they show themselves off as like, I'm this goody, and you'll never dislike me, and you can never leave me. And maybe they've thrown that in your face too. You'll never leave me because your family loves me. And what would your family say? They'll disown you and they'll take me in instead. You know what? If your family does that, like, let me just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not fair at all. That's not fair at all. So you're socially, like, you're going to be branching out from what you've known. Like, you're going to start doing new things. You're going to get involved with new people. And you're going to leave this idea of what you thought family was behind. And I really feel like, again, if you're married, of course they're your family, right? So you're going to leave that behind and not get so caught up in that anymore. And then last but definitely not least, we have Pisces season, which is your subconscious. You guys are healing. You're doing deep healing. And you know what you're healing from? You're healing from your need to be approved by this person, by others, by your family, by those around you. You're balancing that energy out. And you're balancing out the fact that you've invited people in who've been emotionally unavailable for so long. And you realize you do have options, and you don't have to give in to this energy of always feeling defeated when someone comes in and they don't have anything to give to you. And that's powerful, right? That's powerful energy here. You guys are changing something very profound in your life right now. And it hasn't been easy. None of it has been easy, but it's been a journey, right? You guys have learned a lot about yourselves. And I feel like this is something you're realizing comes from intuition. It comes from your angels. It comes from just realizing the situation. Yeah, you guys are leaving. You're packing your bags and leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Right? Like, you guys are just, I'm bunking out. I'm packing my bags and I'm gonna go. Like, what else? Thank you. Yeah, and you're not, like, here's the thing. No longer are you crying over spilt milk. I feel like before, it was like you would get so stuck in the situation, like, oh, why did this have to happen to me? Why did this situation have to go bad? Like, it's like no longer are you crying over that. Like, you're using that as fuel to move on to the next part of your journey. Yeah, and you're going to be confidently engaging in your life. This could be a Sagittarius that you're connecting with. It doesn't have to be, again, it could be a Gemini. You could be Sagittarius, they could be Gemini. Yeah, Sagittarian energy coming out full fling here, guys. You guys are like no longer showing your cards. Like, you guys are keeping your cards to yourself and just learning how to love. Like, again, I feel like this is learning how to love all over again. And that's been a hard journey for you because, like, I thought what I had was love. I thought this was love. I thought what was going on here was love, and it's not. And so it's like, again, you guys have healing energy, and it's important for you guys to remember that what we knew as children wasn't always the right thing. Okay, I feel like they want one more. We'll get some channeled messages here, and we'll get into your oracle. Your oracle. They aren't deciding. Time to walk away. Yeah, so that energy of they're cheating on you, right? They want their bread. They want their cake, and they want to eat it too. Like, that's the thing. They're not gonna leave, and so it's time for you to decide what's best for you. Don't put off until tomorrow what need be done today. Do what you know you need to do, what you're being called to do. You won't get paid for your progression. Keep getting at it. Yeah, so see, like, that's the thing. Like, you guys are going to change. I feel like you're going to change your profession and do something that you really love doing. And it's like you won't get paid at first. But down the line, it doesn't mean that you won't get paid for it. You just got to keep going towards it, you know? The artist never stops painting. Why are you refusing to create? Didn't we talk about that before? Like, there's this energy that you guys stopped creating and doing what you love doing because of this person. And again, why are you refusing to create? It's coming out. What do we have here? I need time alone. Yeah, so I feel like you guys maybe need time alone to recover. This person's going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to make a decision now. You get out of my face because I need time alone. So it could go both ways. But I really feel like you're going to need time alone to recuperate. Says never give up, never quit, you will make it. Exactly, you're going to get through this. Third eye chakra. Beautiful. Your third eye is opening up, and that is connected to your intuition. That's the all-seeing eye. So again, you guys are very intuitive. Allow yourselves to lean into that intuition. It will guide you guys. You don't have to be afraid of that any longer. So let's get some oracles down on it. House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. And I say that like you guys are coming into a place where you're going to be able to confidently create your life, confidently create what it is that you want. Yeah, beautiful. Like, I love the confirmations that are coming out here, guys. I love it. Whoa. Harmony, number 3. 3 is all about creation, but they want you to have harmony and balance in your life. Look at this beautiful card. I'll read this one for you guys. Spirit, yeah, so this is a message from Spirit from the bottom. So this is a message from Source. Source saying, yo, y'all, I'm here. Listen to me. I got messages for you. Let's see, what else? Okay. Equality on the bottom. Seahorse. You want something that's equal give and take. You don't want something that's one-sided. You never did, you know. You never wanted something that was just one-sided love. You wanted something that's equal give and take. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? One-sided love is so overrated. That's so, like, 10 years ago. I'm sorry, but it is. Purification, rain. It's time for you to purify your soul. I feel like you got a lot of this person's energy on you, and it's time to get rid of it. Okay. We got Pitbull, misunderstood. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like this person definitely misunderstands you a lot. I feel like maybe you say things and this person, like, wrecks that against you. I don't know why they wanted me to say it like that, but, like, they make it chaotic against you, like as though you, like, intentionally are trying to hurt them, and you're not. Like, you're just trying to figure things out. Like, you're just trying to be real. Okay, so Harmony came out. Let's read this card. Like, I turned right to Spirit. I opened up right to Spirit, guys. So yeah, they want this one first. So what do we have here? Harmony is the first dragon who appears to be shy. She was peeking from me behind a huge curtain. She is a quiet and considered being, not at all brash, like some of the others I have encountered. I asked her about her qualities, and she replied, I am the bringer of harmony, restorative on an inner personal level and an outer global level. If you're wrestling with a problem that you're unable to resolve, ask her to bring you beautiful, harmonious influences and guide you in any steps that you may need to take. If she has appeared today, she asks, what area of your life needs reviewing? What do you need to let go of? Is it judgment, old habits? What is in your life which needs reharmonizing? I will assist you in taking those first steps and supporting you as you go. Yeah, so this needs to be reharmonized, this whole situation. Let's see what we got going on here. Cool, we've got House 2 coming out. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. I love this confirmation for you guys. Exactly, this person is with you because of what you have to offer them, and that's been perfectly clear this whole time. They only want what you have, what you got for me. What can I do so that way I can get what you got? Like you're saying about it, like they want sex because you got something that you can give them. They like seeing you down in the dumps with your self-worth, and that's not fair to you, pile 3, at all. So we have number 7 coming out. Armadillo and groundedness. Yeah, it's time for you guys to get grounded. Go out and spend time in nature, and you guys will ground your energy. And when you ground your energy, you'll be able to see this situation for what it truly is. Time for you to emerge. Dragonfly, spread your wings and fly. Why are you grounding yourself? Like, I know we have groundedness, right? No, but like seriously, like why are you making yourself shine less just to appease this person? Because it's like almost like you dampen your own light just to avoid a fight. And that's not fair. Like that's not fair to you. I knew this card was going to come out, and I'm so glad it did. We have childhood innocence coming out, and it's like you guys are shining a light on your inner child, right? But I feel like you guys had the father wound and you never stood up to your father, and so now it's coming out in this situation where this person's very masculine by trait. And so it's like being able to openly communicate what it is that you want in the situation is so important. Well, that comes from healing your inner child. And that also goes back to creating what you want in your life. The more you come into creative energy, the more you're able to heal those wounds from your childhood and to stand firm and strong in who you are. And that's so important. Your sex is on fire. Yeah, what was I saying? Like, they want you because your sex is good. We said that earlier in the reading. We have another confirmation, guys. I love these confirmations coming out. Finding what you should have known all along. Love. Yeah, you want love. You've always wanted love, but you're seeing that love isn't here. That doesn't mean that you got to be rude and brash to this person or anything like that. It just means that you have to love yourself first, okay? And then we have struggles equals growth. Yeah, we said there are going to be points in the next year that are not going to be super fun. Again, I'm sorry. I love having great positive readings. I really do, guys. But sometimes it's just about what you need to hear so that you guys can really grow and lean into that. I love this card. So we have number 23. And didn't I say you guys had 23 on your reading? Oh my gosh. I love this. That's so cool. Remember that for you guys. It says, defend to the end the worthwhile. And I'm going to read this to you. I love this card. This card is crazy. It looks like look, this lady looks like she's been crying. I feel like that's just it. You need to feel your emotions. There's a train rolling by right now. Confirmation again. It's important for you guys to feel your emotions. That's very important for you guys in this time. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet as though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more likely cast aside, for the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without its foundation of truth, we are to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. This is a beautiful confirmation of the entire reading, guys. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world. You felt the need to protect the presence of love, for whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive. Stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant about the presence of love, is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths. Even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant is what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. That darkness will be intelligent and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you are just one person and you can't make a difference anyway. That darkness will lure you into sleepy ambivalence and dull your light if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be true to what has meaning and never ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. The joy brings strength to the warrior and an expanded, relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear, whether it is masked as anger, hate, or doubt, and immediately respond to it with fierce compassion. The sacred warrior will not allow fear to gain a strong hold within the heart. This oracle has special guidance for you. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be in a matter that does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you're contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it is nothing too much, too impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will happen is worthwhile, so hold tight, ask for help through the healing process below, stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are, and defend to the end all that is worthwhile. This oracle, let's see. Okay, never mind. That was the end of it, guys. Sorry. Right? So this is saying defend yourself, guys. There's wisdom here. You have innate wisdom. You have a beautiful intuition. Do not let someone talk you out of your intuitive knowing. That is just crazy. And people will try to do it. And even if you think they're supposed to love you, you know what? Sometimes they're the worst perpetrators, guys. And I hate to say that, but this situation that you're in right now is leading you into the most significant point of your entire journey. So like I said, hang tight, because you guys are going to realize that you are a beautiful being and you have so much to offer. Just love yourself on this journey and you're going to see some remarkable things happen, okay? I love you guys. May you guys always know how important you are. May you guys understand that you have such a beautiful light to offer the world. And may you be filled with love and courage to always do what's the best for you. I'm going to leave it there. If this resonates, hit that thumbs up button. Wow, I got the hiccups. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I post every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I love you guys. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I will read it. And until we meet each other again, bye.